first-time champion. But of Marcus Freeman, Steve Sarkisian, James Franklin, and Ryan Day, I believe the Ohio State head coach is the only one who could be hurt with a loss. Fan base is still smarting from the debacle against Michigan, and it feels like they're looking for a reason to pile on their head coach. I'm Maggie Gray.
Save on your New Year's car care resolutions with antifreeze, wiper blades, brakes, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or shop O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first before driving through the car wash.
Whoa, 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 no, wait, whoa.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Playoff football is in the air, and Paramount Plus is your home to stream every NFL on CBS playoff game all the way through the AFC Championship. Log into Paramount Plus from any device and stream all the dramatic postseason action. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.
Zero Res carpet cleaning's the right way to clean. ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Fires the ball down the middle. Jason Swain.
It's time to kick off 3 hours of fair and honest discussions that go beyond the headlines of today's sports news.
And for a Tennessee touchdown.
From the Budweiser studios of 99.1 The Sports Animal, here are a couple of guys with over 30 years of combined knowledge of Tennessee sports. Here's Josh and Swain.
Good Thursday afternoon. Welcome in to Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We are very excited to be with you for the next 3 hours. We invite you to join us. As we always do, you can call or text to be a part of the show today. VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I am Josh Ward. 865-656-9900 is how you can join us. We have Charlie Collier producing today. Great to have Charlie with us. Be great to talk to you. We'll talk Tennessee football, Tennessee basketball. There's a college football playoff game tonight. And there's a new incoming voice of the Vols that was announced this morning, Jason Swain. Mike Keith. That is big news, I think, for the University of Tennessee.
Yeah, thank you, Mike Keith, for the perfect timing. Really appreciate that.
We can talk about Mike for a brief moment, and then we'll get to the wide receiver position. As Swain, I know you,
hate you.
Prefer us to
now
do.
Let's talk about Mike. Let's talk about his childhood. Let's talk about his high school, middle school days, and then break down his high school days, how he got into the business, who his mentors are, a breakdown of how he prepares for each broadcast. Let's make this all about Mike Keith today.
I actually do want to know that. I've got some improving I could do from a professional standpoint. Mike could help with that if he provides some insight.
Yeah, like I'm halfway joking here. Halfway joking just to avoid what we've been talking about with football last couple of days. But everyone's excited. When you realize how many people love Tennessee, it really makes you understand how special this place is and how special it is for so many people. And listening to the conversation with Mike Keith and Brent Hubbs and Mike talking about coming to the game even as a grown-up, getting those feelings, getting those chills up his spine, so to speak, and kind of recalling the days of coming to Tennessee games as a youngster. I mean, that's what it's about. And so over the years, I've been lucky enough to see some Titans clips of Mike Keith calling games. I mean, the passion, the way he does a great job of illustrating what he's seeing to allow the listener to see what he's seeing. I mean, I understand what people said when they were describing John Ward and how they got a chance to have that same feeling listening to John Ward. So I'm a new Tennessee fan when you compare me to the Mike Keiths of the world, because I didn't grow up watching TV, watching Tennessee or listening to Tennessee on the radio. But, man, so many people have been wanting Mike Keith for so long, and you got him. You got him.
Yep. So big news today. About an hour ago, Tennessee announced that Mike Keith will become the new voice of the Vols, as Bob Kessling announced several weeks ago that this would be his final year. He's completed his run with Tennessee football. Tennessee basketball is in the middle of a run after an SEC title, trying to defend last year's championship. Mm-hmm. And then we'll see what Tennessee is able to do in the postseason as well. So after this basketball season, Mike Keith will step into that position with the University of Tennessee. He is a UT alum. He has great history with the Vol Network. Mike has come back and been a part of different activities and events with the University of Tennessee. He has hosted several signing day events for Tennessee football. So he's terrific. Do you know Mike is a member of 5 Halls of Fame? I wouldn't even know how to say it when you're talking about multiple. You get past 1 Hall of Fame and I'm overwhelmed. He's in 5.
Did not know that.
He is in the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame, the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame, the TSSAA Hall of Fame, the BGA Hall of Fame, and the University of Tennessee Baseball Hall of Fame.
Wow, yeah, I did not know that. You know what's crazy? You know, when we talk about coaches from the pro game potentially coming to the collegiate game, what do we always say? Why would anybody want to come back to college? I mean, he has a cushy job. A lot of folks said that about Mike Keith. Man, he has a cushy job. Why would he want to do football and basketball? But you can't deny the heart. You can't deny the love you have for this place. And although it may seem cushy just working for the Tennessee Titans, he has a passion for Tennessee, and that includes multiple sports. So what seemed to be a cushy job at the NFL level for Mike Keith, he preferred being here. Now, let's not ignore what's going on with the Tennessee Titans right now. I mean, this is probably a great timing for Mike Keith.
Yeah, the Titans aren't in the best position they've been in.
It's probably a good time for Mike Keith to mosey on down the highway and move to Knoxville.
I did see Taylor Lewan, who was a longtime offensive tackle, was a first-round pick, now does media stuff himself, say sad day for the Titans, great day for the Vols, with Tennessee getting Mike Keith to come back to Knoxville. And I'm paraphrasing here, but he called Mike the most consistent thing they've had in the last 20 years with the Tennessee Titans. He was great with the Titans. He'll be great with the University of Tennessee. The Vol Network will continue a strong run as Bob Kessling will finish out this season in basketball. The Vol Network is as good as it gets in college broadcasting, in my opinion, with what they've had. John Wilkerson, I'm a bit biased here, but I don't think you're beating him as a baseball broadcaster nationally. We're Brian Rice fans, and he's doing what he's doing with the Lady Vols and basketball and softball, and now Mike Keith stepping in for Bob heading into 2025 and beyond on the football side, the basketball side. So it's top-notch operation, the Vol Network, and the University of Tennessee athletic strength continues to show. So I think a good day for Tennessee. Tennessee fans are excited from what I can tell and should be.
I saw a post on social media this morning, I think it was from like a Titans fan, who was like, hey, man, as long as we got Mike Keith, I'm good. Well, he's ours now. He's in Knoxville. So this is like a 5-star recruit, right? This is like picking up the number 1 player in the country. Mike Keith, in his field, he is one of the best.
Tennessee hit a home run in the broadcasting transfer portal.
Correct. Although, I don't know if Mike Keith was officially in the transfer portal. It's kind of like a coach just leaving their school without actually getting to the portal. But I know what you're saying.
Right.
You're right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this is a home run.
Yep. Corey texted in and said, please tell me we keep John with Tennessee baseball. I love Mr. Wilkerson. Of course. As I said, and I think most will agree there too. Best in the business. So
absolutely.
It's a really good day for Tennessee. Yeah, Titans fans, if you're a Titans and a Vols fan, I mean, they can still go out and make a good hire too, but Kind of a funny day. Trade one for the other. But a lot of those fans probably have orange blood running stronger than the
powder blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably true, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the orange blood is a lot stronger and deeper for sure. The announcement was awesome from Tennessee, the video, showing him in the broadcast booth, dropping the Vol Network flag. It's going to be exciting when he calls his first touchdown for Tennessee.
Mr. Hunsucker in the text box from Collierville said, please, let's spend the next 3 hours talking about Mike Keith. I listened to the Swain event this morning, listened to Ben and Swain talk about the Tennessee offense. Maybe want to jump off the Tennessee-Arkansas bridge into the Mississippi River. So,
hey, man, don't ask questions about the Tennessee offense if you don't want answers about the Tennessee offense. That's my thing. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
It has room to improve.
Because I tried to talk about basketball. I tried to talk about Tennessee with the incoming offensive lineman, and then start talking about the entire offense. So don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. That's all I'm saying. Sorry, Hunsucker.
I talked a little bit about the offensive line during the show yesterday, and you mocked me in the process.
I don't want to talk about the offensive line. We'll talk to Austin Price today about the offensive line and who Tennessee potentially could get on a visit and what the plan is to address the guard and center position. We'll talk to AP today. But there's a lot of questions. And sorry, there's a lot of questions.
Long way to go, too.
Yeah.
It's just January 9th.
We're not playing today, not playing this week, not playing next month. You got plenty of time to put the pieces together and figure out what you want to do and what kind of offense you want to be and who are going to be the major players on that offense. But you just don't have a lot of those answers this time of the year like we had last time at this time of the year in January. So that's probably why Hunsucker feels the way he feels, because just not a lot of answers. Sorry, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Tell you that because I don't know the game plan with the transfer portal. I'm not in the staff room. I don't know who we're targeting. So you can only name the guys who are in the building and talk about those guys who are coming in and put two and two together, which equals some youth in some key areas. So we'll see how it happens.
Any questions you have for us, send them our way. Call or text 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show. We will talk Tennessee football and some offseason plans getting ready for 2025. The news of the day, Mike Keith announcing he will be the next voice of the Vols with the University of Tennessee. We'll come back and again invite you to be a part of the show at 865-656-9900 as we continue on Josh and Swain.
Local business. However, our search is difficult as big-name national companies overshadow their smaller competitors. If only these local businesses knew about Cumulus Boost. Cumulus Boost can increase their online presence in ways that go beyond basic SEO. Aha! A mom-and-pop shop victory. Get found by more customers with Cumulus Boost at cumulusboost.com. That's CUMULUS Boost.com.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Wilson Brothers Plumbing. It is here. The winter weather, it's going to be cold and might have some snow coming in. When it gets this cold, you can potentially run into plumbing issues, frozen pipes, problems at your home. If that happens, you need somebody that you can call, that you can trust to help with whatever issue you run into. You can get in touch with the team at Wilson Brothers Plumbing to have them assess whatever situation you're in. If you need work to be done, tell you what they'll do, how much it will cost up front, and make sure you have all the information and options that you need to know, and then communicate with you as they're doing that job. They can help you any time of the year. They've helped me at my home with an underground leak issue that we had. They helped us with a project that we were planning. Whatever you need help with, get in touch with Wilson Brothers Plumbing. They can help with preventative maintenance. Important to remember this time of year as well. You can call Wilson Brothers Plumbing at 865-415-1537 or visit wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. That's wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. Wilson Brothers, the proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a paid announcement.
Join Tyler and Will this Friday afternoon at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge and save thousands. This Friday afternoon, starting at 3 at Oak Ridge Nissan with Tyler and Will in 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Time to work smarter, not harder, with a household membership at the Y. While you lift, run, or join a group fitness class, your kids can take swim lessons or start developing healthy habits of their own in youth fitness classes. The Y offers something for everyone in the family with free kids programs for Y members, state-of-the-art fitness equipment for you, and motivating wellness coaches to help you reach your goals. Make workout time family time at the Y. Join online at ymcaknoxville.org.
The wait is over. Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery is now open. Craving something delicious? Dig into their slow smoked barbecue packed with flavor and cooked to perfection. Then treat yourself to their creamy craft rolled ice cream, the perfect way to satisfy your sweet tooth. Whether it's a family outing or a quick stop for something tasty, Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery has something for everyone. Located in Maryville on Calderwood Highway, so hop by today and experience your new favorite spot for barbecue and ice cream. Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery, where smoky meets sweet. Now open in Maryville. This Friday at 9 a.m., go to 991thesportsanimal.com and catch a sweet deal to Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery. Sweet deals are your chance to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer at unbeatable prices. Don't miss this one to Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery, going live Friday at 9 at 991thesportsanimal.com. Take advantage of this sweet deal to Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery in Maryville.
His Security Technology, your one-stop shop for all your security and technology needs. We offer state-of-the-art security systems to protect your home or business, as well as cutting-edge technology solutions to enhance your daily life. Our team of experts is dedicated to providing top-quality service and support. Contact His Security Technology today to learn more about how we can help you stay protected and connected. 865-474-9495 or visit hissecurity.com. In God we trust, all others we monitor.
Johnson, I've been reading about this geofencing. Know anything about it?
Yeah, boss. We use geofencing through Cumulus Digital to help drive our sales.
How does it work?
We pick precise locations, and whenever a customer enters that location, they see our ads.
That's what I thought.
CumulusDigital.com. Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Got a boom from Scott in the text box with the news of Mike Keith becoming the voice of the Vols.
Ron McGee, ESPN's Ron McGee, says, I've known Mike since college. This is beyond perfect. This is watching a dream coming true.
Love that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool
That's a cool endorsement.
Yeah, very cool.
You'll see a lot of those with the news of Mike Keith becoming the voice of the Vols for Tennessee. So Tennessee basketball season will continue. Bob Kessling announcing a couple months ago that this will be his last year calling football, with that season having ended, and basketball with the Vols still chasing big goals that they have for this year. And then Mike Keith announced earlier today he will become the voice of the Vols. 865-656-9900 if you would like to share your thoughts, comments, questions as well. You can hit us up on the phone lines as well as the text box, 865-656-9900. And the news was announced in an interview that Mike Keith did with Brent Hubbs, longtime friends, and they've worked together with this station. And Brent's been a part of the Vol Network and what they've done for a long time as well. So you can check out the full interview either at their website or VolQuest's YouTube channel. But it starts simply with Brent introduced Mike as the next voice of the Vols, and then asking him how that felt.
I just got to ask you, when you hear that, what does it sound like? What does it resonate? What does it feel like when you hear that title?
Wow. I mean, that's what I said when you said it. That's you're the first person that's called me that. So, I mean, it's otherworldly almost to think about that 4 people have had that before, and I respect all 4 of them so much. And to be in that classification now is just almost otherworldly. It was funny because when I was young, I came on a campus visit when I was a junior in high school, into my junior year. And I might have been a little too sure of myself at that age. That might have been. And Mike Moore, who was the guy behind everything with UTV, and UTV was the precursor for VFL film.
Right.
He took me on a tour of, the communications building and the studios and all of that. And he said, "So what do you want to do with your life?" "Well, I want to be the voice of the Vols." And after it's like, oh boy. Now you look back on that now,
Yeah, probably not the moment.
Well, you just might want to I would like to go back and tell that version of myself, let's just calm down. Let's just take a little, because I don't know if other people do this, but when I think about myself back at that age, I just go, oh, really? I mean, so embarrassing. But as I got into it, working with John and working with Bob and going through the process, it became pretty obvious to me I was not going to be the next voice of the Vols, because that was, first of all, I thought John would never quit.
Right.
I mean, it was just like, John's going to go on forever.
Sure.
I mean, I assumed he would still be doing it today.
Right.
Because that's just how we thought of John. He was such a massive figure. But I just never thought that I would have the sort of the water in my bucket to be considered for a position like that. So to even hear it now, it's kind of hard to believe it's real.
Mike Keith talking to Brent Hubbs and the sit-down they had with VolQuest. So Mike Keith, the new voice of the Vols. We've had questions in the text box about the analyst role, so their roles to be determined. So I don't think there's an answer yet on the analyst position next to Mike Keith next football season, but there's a lot of time between now and the start of football season. But we've had that question come in, and that was not a part of the announcement. It was just about Mike Keith stepping into Bob Kessling's position after this basketball season.
You remember how during football season we would talk about winning a game before the game was played, and people would say, "Hold on, man, pump the brakes, man. You're jinxing it. You're jinxing it." And we would say, "No, man, you're putting it in the universe. Like, you're putting what you want in the universe. You're speaking it into existence."
Manifestation.
That's what Mike Keith did. He knew what he wanted, and he didn't hide what he wanted to be and what he wanted to do. That's always something he wanted to do. And it may come across as, hey, man, you might be a little too sure of yourself, or you might be a little too arrogant, but that's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to see something. You're supposed to believe in it, and then you're supposed to go get it. And that's what Mike Keith did. I mean, it's an awesome success story. It's cool to see someone's dreams come true.
Yep. I do believe he's helped a lot of people along the way. Yeah, that was part of the story with Bob Kessling when we discussed when he announced his retirement, the amount of people he's helped, encouragement he's given on ways to improve young up-and-coming broadcasters. Mike has been
that type person as well.
Yeah. I think it was like 23, 24 years old. I met him for the first time. He came on our show. We went to Titans camp in Nashville, and he sent me a note with words of encouragement after that. He didn't have to do that at all, but I still have that. It meant a lot. So I think Tennessee's getting a great person, and for sure, no doubt, a great broadcaster to step into that position.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I've never met Mike Keith. I've never talked to him before. I don't know what's going to happen, honestly. People are asking questions about the analyst role. I have zero clue. I found out like everybody else at 11 o'clock, and so I'll be kind of a passenger, and we'll see what happens.
Who will be the first Tennessee defensive player to record a sack?
Sack! Joshua Josephs.
That's a good bet right there.
Yeah, Joshua Josephs.
Would this encourage James Pierce to come back for one more season?
It should.
So that his sack totals can go up and they can be called by Mike Keith with his iconic call?
$10 million plus, or being the first sack of Mike Keith's career?
Yeah, Mike could probably just.
I'm going with the sack.
He could voice one on his phone and send it to James as a gift for his first career NFL sack.
Yeah,
they could probably work that out.
Probably could work that out. Yeah. James, go get your money.
Yeah. We continue to get that question because James Pierce has not announced anything officially, but there was no indication James is considering a return to Tennessee.
Well, I mean, whatever he's going to do, I mean, if he's going to the next level, it should be training for the combine. That's the most important thing that he's going to have to do, unless he plans on playing in the All-Star game, which, that's a different level of training. But, I mean, it's kind of weird we haven't heard him make a decision publicly on whether he was coming or going. Because, I mean, this is precious time right here for these players that plan on getting drafted or plan on foregoing their last year of eligibility to put themselves in a position to get drafted. Like, you need to go train like a track star. You got to be able to run in spandex, no pads. You got to be able to jump high. You got to be able to look good. There's a different level of preparation you have to go through to make sure that you put yourself in a position to get drafted as high as possible. So I'm a little surprised we haven't heard anything.
If I'm Arion Carter, I'm calling my own blitz. I'm going to try to be the first one. I'm just going to try to go get the quarterback.
I don't think that's a good idea, Josh. I don't think calling your own blitz is a good idea because if you do that and no one's behind you,
and you give up a big play.
You do realize we playing Syracuse first,
right?
We're not playing.
It's not Chattanooga. It's not Kent State in the opener.
We need Mike Keys to win this first game, man. We need everybody to do the job.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I'm not trying to come on here on Monday and talk about the touchdown that we gave up because Arion Carter decided he wanted to blitz, and then Brown Hunsucker calling me negative and accusing me of making him sad because I'm talking about the defense.
We'll come back and we'll figure out why is Jason Swain so negative. 865-656-9900 if you'd like to be a part of the show today. We're with you until 3 o'clock this afternoon next to VFL. Former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward. We continue on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster.
Johnson, our CFO needs some info for the IPO ASAP.
No problem, boss. Just search the web. Cumulus Digital has helped our SEO big time.
Speak English, Johnson.
Search engine optimization.
SEO, huh? That's A-OK.
CumulusDigital.com.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on The Sports Animal.
Breaking news Thursday morning is Hall of Fame radio voice in VFL Mike Keith returning to Rocky Top, the next voice of the Vols. He replaces Bob Kessling, who is retiring following the conclusion of the basketball season. Mike Keith just completed his 26th season as the voice of the Titans in Nashville. Lady Vol basketball, they're back at it again tonight, trying to build on a 13-1 record at home in the Food City Center, hosting undefeated LSU. 6th-ranked Tigers 17-0, 16th-ranked Tennessee 13-1. Tip-off at 6:30. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern Time on the Vol Network. College football playoffs, they continue tonight. From Hard Rock Stadium, it's the Orange Bowl. Notre Dame and Penn State, Fighting Irish, currently stand as 1-point favorites. Kickoff at 7:30 on ESPN. Josh and Swain continues next. Have a great day. I'm Charlie Collier.
Does life feel heavy sometimes? Lay your burden down and give it to God. The Gathering Church is a community of believers who are not here to fix you, but to help you receive the love that God wants you to have. It's never too late. Jesus still saves, heals, delivers, prospers, and He cares for you. Prayer service at 9:30 a.m., teaching at 10:30. Visit online at thegatheringfamily.com, or better yet, come in person. All are welcome at The Gathering. You're not alone. You can make this place your home.
Fellas, it's 2025, and if you are feeling the same way you did in 2024, it's time to make a change. It's time to get your levels checked. If you're feeling tired, grumpy, you've noticed lack of motivation and drive, weight gain, loss of muscle mass, it's time to get those levels checked. Low T Center can help you do that. It's a simple test, and with their on-site lab, you'll get results back right there. Low T Center is not your typical doctor's office. They specialize in treating low T with testosterone replacement, also called TRT, that have over a decade of experience helping patients and super important, their personal treatment plans are optimized for each patient. These are not standard basic treatments. For current patients, got a little treat for you. Low T Center is offering you a $150 referral credit for each new patient that you refer. Guys, you can get your health evaluated for treatment with prescription GLP-1 weight loss medications. Go to the website. That's lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
This has been a paid announcement.
This holiday season, give the gift of comfort and style from New Balance Knoxville. Find the perfect fit for everyone on your list with top picks like the ultra-cushioned Fresh Foam 1080, the timeless 574, the retro-inspired 327, bringing back 70s running heritage with flair. Discover the latest in athletic apparel to elevate any workout wardrobe. And when in doubt, a New Balance gift card is always the perfect choice. Make your holiday shopping easy and memorable. Visit New Balance Knoxville in the Suburban Shopping Center just west of Westtown Mall.
Join John and Vince this Friday morning at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge Nissan and save thousands. This Friday morning from 6 till 9 at Oak Ridge Nissan with John and Vince in 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, who do you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Need a home loan to buy, build, or remodel the home of your dreams, but not sure what loan option is right for you? Alcoa 10 can help. Their lending team can assist you in finding the solution that best fits your needs. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Got a small business that no one's heard of except your grandma? Time for a boost. From Cumulus Boost, the affordable way to boost local search engine optimization and help manage reviews. Cumulus Boost helps local businesses improve their online presence so they're not buried by bigger companies in local searches. Get found, get on the map, and get a boost with Cumulus Boost at cumulusboost.com. That's C-U-M-U-L-U-S boost.com.
Bring security to your home with a new fence from Tennessee Home. Tennessee Home is your local trusted fencing and deck specialist. Call today for a free no-pressure appointment, 865-304-0955, or visit online, tennesseehome.us.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
First alert for the cold, high only 34 despite the sunshine. At least the wind is pretty light on Thursday. And then, of course, the star is the snowfall coming in on Friday. Late morning starting around 8 to 9 o'clock in the southwest, moving up to the valley closer to noon. We're still expecting a widespread belt of 3 to 5 inches of snow through much of the valley. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingles Table. It's all waiting for you at ingles-markets.com. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
The hottest sports stories of the day broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. I think it's a good question by Jonathan. I don't really expect an honest answer, but Jonathan asked this question. Would Jason Swain call his own go route if John Ward returned while Swain was playing so he could hear John say, give him 6?
If Casey told me to do it, I would.
Okay. Well, Casey was the senior. You were a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say 05 or 06. With Ainge at quarterback or Rick in 05, Would you have said, hey, I'm taking my guy deep here?
I don't think Ainge would do it. Rick probably would have done it.
Okay.
But the call said, just do what I tell you to do. just run. That's what a Clausen would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, if the quarterback tells me to do something, I'm going to do it. And if it don't work out, I'm going to blame the quarterback.
He's a former Tennessee wide receiver, Jason Swain. 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show.
I'm supposed to take the blame?
Well, there will be a day, and I look forward to celebrating when a wide receiver takes the blame.
In that situation, the receiver can't take the blame. If you're the quarterback and you tell your receiver to do something different that is not called and it don't work out, you have to take the blame. You can't ask someone else to do something against what they're asked to do and it don't work out, and then you step up. That's weak.
What if he puts the ball where it needs to be and you don't come down with it?
Then that's my fault.
Okay.
But if I'm asked in a meeting, why didn't you run this route?
Right.
I'm going to say, well, the quarterback told me not to, and then I'm going to be asked, well, why the hell you didn't catch it? Well, that's on me then, Coach.
I love how you turned it and got a little defensive over a hypothetical audible.
No, man.
So you can get John Ward's give him 6
because those quarterbacks, man, they get special treatment.
Those QBs.
It's always like that. It's always going to be like that, and that's the way it's supposed to be. But they're supposed to take the blame.
That's true. Yeah, the glory and the blame.
They have to take the blame. If you're telling me to do something I wasn't coached to do, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a fair point. One of these days, wide receivers will get their limelight too. I look forward to it. We get a college football playoff game tonight.
Who cares?
Are you less interested in the playoff? Yeah, I'll watch.
I'm watching all of it.
Are you less interested in the build-up because of what happened with Tennessee in the playoff?
Less interested in build-up. I mean, I honestly want to see Ohio State play. I like watching them play now. Like, as a football fan, and we joked about this last year when Tennessee was playing Iowa in the bowl game. As a football fan, as a receiver guy, Iowa made me sick watching them play on offense. When they had receivers dropping the ball, it made me sick. Even though it was against my team, the thought of a guy letting the ball hit him in the numbers and the ball hitting the ground as a receiver, I was disgusted. Well, as a football fan, as a fan that sees the game, watches the game differently than a lot of fans. Like, I'm watching it for the X's and O's. I'm watching pre-snap, what coverage it is, seeing if I can guess what they're going to roll to, what the post-snap conversions are going to be on offense, the cat and mouse game that we see. Like, that's what I'm looking at. I'm not just watching the game just to watch it. Like, I pay attention to the game in that way. And so watching Ohio State just play chess while the other team plays checkers, including us, like, I'm a fan of how they play the game and how they use their players. And who doesn't like watching Jeremiah Smith play the receiver position like he did against Oregon?
And Texas has the Thorpe Award winner.
They do.
At corner. So will be quite a matchup. 7:30 tonight on ESPN.
Who are you going with? The Thorpe Award winner or Baby Megatron?
I'll take Jeremiah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
7:30 tonight, ESPN. 7:30. That's nice.
Is it Friday?
It's Thursday. Today is.
Is it Saturday? Is it the weekend? 3.5 hours.
I thought we were going to get like a 8:30, 8:45.
3.5 hours. Game starts 7:30. Carry to 1. It's going to be a late game, Josh.
Still be late. Yeah,
You gonna be able to make it?
Anything past 9's late.
You can sleep in tomorrow. We're supposed to be snowed in and stuff. So
I've seen the forecast. Yeah, I'm not sure we're making the bus stop. Penn State and Notre Dame, 7:30 on ESPN. There is talk of the flu going around in the locker room for the Fighting Irish.
Yeah.
That would not be good.
This is great news for James Franklin, for sure, because, listen, I've seen some people pick Penn State, honestly. But I think Notre Dame, they have a certain level of momentum right now that I think this game is in their favor. But if they're banged up, and they said it's with their special teams unit and some of their backups, but it could play a part. We'll see.
Yep. Notre Dame is a very slight favorite, 1.5 points. It's come down, I think, a little bit in the last few days. So tonight, 7:30, Notre Dame and Penn State in the Orange Bowl, and then tomorrow in Dallas, where the weather is dicey. I've seen reports of a lot of canceled flights, people trying to get there. Texas and Ohio State, again, 7:30 ESPN tomorrow. So right now I lean Penn State and then Ohio State.
Well, I mean,
that would be a Big Ten matchup, of course.
If the game is played, but the travel is affected by the weather, that favors Ohio State because, I mean, Texas is around the corner. The University of Texas fans, I mean, I don't know the last time you've been in Texas, media days, but that is Longhorn country.
Yes, it is.
It is Longhorn country. So any game that's played in Texas, and Texas is playing, they are going to have the home field advantage unless it's at A&M or something like that. So for Texas to have less fans, I think that's an advantage for Ohio State.
Well, wouldn't a lot of this, though, be Ohio State fans maybe trying to travel in? I mean, it could be both. But
well, drive it in. I mean, it's easy for Texas fans to get in.
Well, I guess, it could be both because if the flights are being canceled, now who knows when they arrived.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That's part of it. I'm starting to see some media talk about they're trying to find fans who have been going to each game because that's a trip. If you're trying to go to every game of your team's playoff run.
So you're trying to find rich fans.
That's also what I thought. So,
okay.
Well,
you trying to find fans with money? Just say that, Josh.
That's kind of what I thought. I still want to. I want to know the numbers.
Yeah, but I do see what you're saying. Like it's probably easier for Texas fans to get there because of driving as opposed to flying.
Leave now though,
because maybe you have more Texas fans.
You're not going fast on those roads based on some of the reports coming out.
It ain't gonna matter. Ohio State the better team. If they play like they played against Oregon and Tennessee, they'll play for a championship.
Yeah, if they keep the explosion in the offense, I don't think Texas has speed. I don't think Texas can keep up with that.
Texas offense looked really good versus Michigan early in the season. Looked unstoppable. They haven't looked the same to me. Like they have the talent, but they just don't look explosive and unstoppable like we've seen Ohio State the last two games. So, Quentin Ewers, he's really, really good, man. I mean, the way he throws the ball without much effort, with accuracy, I mean, he throws anticipation. I mean, he throws guys open. He's a baller. He really is. He's going to have to play his best game for Texas to win, though.
So tonight, Notre Dame, Penn State. Tomorrow, Ohio State and Texas. We'll keep the conversation going, 865-656-9900 with the news of the day. Mike Keith, the next voice of the Vols, as the University of Tennessee announced that earlier this morning. We'll come back right here next to VFL. Jason Swain, I'm Josh Ward. This is Josh and Swain.
Everything is more expensive than ever before. Well, except for the sports animal. Always free on the air and on the stream. Always. 99.1 The Sports Animal. Your odds to win 99.1 The Sports Animal's biggest prizes just got better. We now draw one member of our email club, The Jungle, as an instant finalist in contests with a grand prize value over $500. Club members get links to our latest blogs and videos, plus a layout of Sports Animal programming and the biggest sporting events of the weekend. To make sure you receive our weekly Sports Animal emails, visit our website at 991thesportsanimal.com and sign up for The Jungle Email Club.
Wow, 2024 just flew by, did it not? And I'm sure, just like me, you're ready for 2025. And you know, my favorite way to start off the new year is to make my home feel like new with Zero Res carpet and air duct cleaning. Only Zero Res uses the advanced patent process with ZR Water for a superior, long-lasting clean. And right now, when you mention me, Tyler Ivins from the Sports Animal, you're going to get 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $109. Plus, you're going to get a hallway cleaned absolutely free. So get to scheduling online now. That's at ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Join 99.1 The Sports Animal this Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for the NFL Report. John Wilkerson and a rotating group of the Sports Animal staff discuss the games, players, trades, and injuries that make the NFL the most popular pro sport in the country. For over 20 years, the NFL Report is the place to start your pro football Sunday. This week, join the NFL Report at Bullfish Grill, 2441 Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
For three from the corner, she got it. The Kim Caldwell era of Lady Vol basketball is off to a hot start, and the fun is just beginning. Going coast to coast, off and left, and good. Get your tickets to see Lady Vols this season inside Food City Center. With a record number of season tickets already sold, you don't want to miss the action. She takes an NBA range three, and she sinks it. Single game tickets for Lady Vol basketball are available now at allvols.com.
This just in, hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has added new strength equipment. Save $28 or more when you join today, and you can be one of the first to try it out. We're raising the bar with new benches, and our new hack squat will have you actually looking forward to leg day. Plus, we're still repping all of the best-in-class equipment we've always had, with most clubs open 24 hours, so you can work out your way on your time. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends January 10th. See Home Club for details.
You run a great local business. Unfortunately, it's buried on page 15 when people search for your service online. Thankfully, there's Cumulus Boost. Cumulus Boost helps your business increase your online presence. Don't get overshadowed by large corporations when your neighbors need your business the most. You work too hard to go unnoticed. Get a boost with Cumulus Boost today at cumulusboost.com. That's CUMULUS boost.com.
Everybody rides providing bank stipulations with approved credit. Citroen SY 231 049 price 21750 RL 583 956 price 1999 number 1 dealer based on 2024 Nissan RL report. Save thousands off MSRP DN 45331.
You're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
Hey, East Tennessee, I wanted to say thanks for making Oak Ridge Nissan East Tennessee's #1 volume Nissan dealer in 2024 again. And now it's time for our Fresh Start sales event. Start your 2025 in a brand new Oak Ridge Nissan, like a new Nissan Sentra or Nissan Kick starting at $269 a month. Or how about financing as low as 0% APR? You like New Year's resolutions? Well, how about something that actually works? Like up to $8,000 over Kelly Blue Book so we can pay off your trade no matter what you owe. If you've had a few bumps in the road, slow credit, bad credit, even recent bankruptcy, no problem. Everybody rides at Oak Ridge Nissan.
I said everybody.
So make that 10-minute drive to save thousands of dollars during Oak Ridge Nissan's Fresh Start sales event, because everyone knows fresh is healthier, and that's why
you're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
Tyler Ivins from the afternoon show. Let me tell you about my new fence I just got from Tennessee Home. If you came to my house in West Knoxville, I have a beautiful house, but the backyard fence looked like something out of a horror movie. Splits, leaning, skunks, possum, any creature was coming in and out of my backyard. I had to get somebody who was a licensed professional who could come in and give me the privacy that I sorely need. James Anthony checked all the boxes. Give him a ring this afternoon. 865-304-0955. Or you can book online. That's at TennesseeHome.us.
I'm Chelsea Messenger, helping you beat the books with BetQL. Purdue likes to stay near the top of the Big Ten standings as they travel to Rutgers to face the Scarlet Knights. Purdue is top 10 in the country in three-point shooting percentage, hitting nearly 40% from distance. That could be trouble for a Rutgers team that ranks 242nd in defending the three. The BetQL model likes the road team, backing Purdue and laying the points against Rutgers. I'm Chelsea Messenger. Bet smarter and beat the books with BetQL, and download the BetMGM.
Playoff football is in the air, and Paramount Plus is your home to stream every NFL on CBS playoff game all the way through the AFC Championship. Log into Paramount Plus from any device and stream all the dramatic postseason action. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.
You are never too old for a family. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is dedicated to finding forever families for children who have been waiting in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Welcome back into Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We're in the final segment of hour number 1. We will begin hour number 2 here in a little more than 10 minutes with Austin Price of VolQuest. We'll talk Tennessee football, get the latest on what Tennessee might be planning, trying to put together to prepare the roster for 2025. We'll talk about the latest news as well. Mike Matthews recommitting to Tennessee, and then Tennessee landing a wide receiver transfer from Alabama. So we'll start the 1 o'clock hour with Austin Price of AllQuest. Talk to Chris Lowe of ESPN, see what he thinks about these 2 playoff games tonight and tomorrow. With you until 3 o'clock today. And tonight, big one, big game at the Food City Center. LSU is in town, one of the top programs in the country. Kim Mulkey and the Tigers here to take on the Lady Vols. 6:30 tip-off at the Food City Center. And the next person that calls 656 wins will win 4 tickets to tonight's game as well as a parking pass. So if you'd like to be there tonight, we'll get the tickets to you digitally. The next person that calls 656 wins will win 4 tickets to see the Lady Vols take on LSU. Huge matchup tonight at the Food City Center. Swain, a chance for Kim Caldwell to show LSU there's a new Kim in town in the SEC.
Big opportunity for sure. It's going to be a great game. We're going to see some high-level basketball, some isolation basketball, some up-tempo basketball, both teams getting up and down the court. Kim Mulkey, please wear that same uniform.
The hoop?
But wear it with different colors.
Yeah.
Like I'm just here to see what Kim Mulkey's going to wear. I think it's cool. I think it's cool that she goes over and beyond. She gets these outfits made, and they draw so much attention to her. I think it draws more attention to the game, which you shouldn't have to do that. But I think it's awesome. Like, I'm not making fun of her. The outfit was different for sure. I'm here for the outfit, and I love that she says what's on her mind.
Right. I know that Kim Mulkey can rub people the wrong way. I also think about it this way. She has her own personality.
She does.
And a lot of times that can be entertaining. Like she's wearing those outfits. That's her personality. So with that, you can probably get the extreme when she's not in the best mood. And that part can come out as well. Mm-hmm. But she's been one of the best coaches. Nobody can deny that. And she's very passionate about the game of basketball. And also doesn't take herself too seriously. So I'm not sitting here saying, hey, be a Kim Mulkey fan. Why would most Tennessee fans think that way anyway? But the personality will be on display. She has a really good team that's in town, and this is a big opportunity for the Lady Vols tonight at home against LSU.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of every move and everything that you said, but I mean I do like winners, and she's a winner, and she's one of the best to ever do it. I mean, to be able to win multiple championships at different places. I mean, she's on Pat Summit, but she's really, really, really good, and I got a lot of respect for how she coaches, and she coaches talented players, and she holds them accountable. She doesn't back down to them, and they have to meet her standard. Like, she suspended Angel Reese for not doing that, and then Angel Reese got in line. Like, I got a lot of respect for coaches that they set the bar and they don't lower the bar for anybody. I got a lot of respect for her, so it's going to be a good opportunity for this team that lost at home. And I think teams from 3, 4, 5 years ago, in that situation, they probably melt and give up a little easier or quicker, and they lose by 8, 9, 10 points. But the fact that this team kept clawing and scratching and fighting against Oklahoma, came down to one shot, I think that's something that this basketball team can build on, and it may result in a victory versus LSU.
It is, by the way, a streaming-only game. So SEC Network
I'm
Plus.
Streaming in.
Here you go.
Yeah. I'm there. I'm streaming.
It's 2025. We can stream.
I'm streaming.
And we'll, of course, have the Lady Vol Network broadcast. Brian Rice on the call. 6:30 tip-off, 6 o'clock start of the Vol Network.
I'm watching the Lady Vols. Mm-hmm. There's nothing anybody can do to stop me from watching the Lady Vols play. You can say it's on ESPN Plus. You can say it's on TV. You can say it's streaming only. If it's not streaming only, I will get Brian Rice to FaceTime me during the game. I'm watching Lady Vols game.
Brian would do that for you.
I think he would.
Yeah,
I think he would.
I love that this is a big. I love that this is a big deal. This game right here.
Oh, heck yeah, man! We locked in.
Yep. So 6:30 tonight, the Tennessee Lady Vols taking on LSU at the Food City Center. College football playoff tonight. Tennessee's men's basketball team getting ready for a turnaround to Texas on Saturday. So the next few days, big days for Tennessee basketball. Lady Vols looking to bounce back after the loss to Oklahoma, came down to the wire, getting ready for LSU. Tennessee's men's team looking to bounce back from what happened at Florida. Could have gone better. Tennessee expects it to go better in Austin on Saturday.
You think any one of our players will go horns down? Or are we in no position to be talking about that right now after what happened Tuesday? How you feeling?
Yeah, no position. Like there was no opportunity to Gator chomp the other night.
I mean, warm-ups.
Warm-ups would have been the only chance.
The only chance, yeah.
But no, I don't think Rick Barnes would like any.
Nah,
horns. He didn't like the Gator chomp. So
I do remember that.
Yeah, I'm confident he wouldn't. I did, but I'm confident Rick would not like the horns down. He still has a ton of respect and knows a lot of people there in Austin.
Yeah, I think Rodney Terry is in trouble. The coach at Texas. I know that's one of Rick's mentees.
Yeah,
I think he's in trouble.
We'll spend more time on it tomorrow than today, I'm sure, but we'll talk tomorrow. Texas is in a desperate spot. Tennessee needs to know that going in. Texas has lost 2 SEC games to 2 good teams. A&M and Auburn might be the best team in the league. They're about to be number 1 in the country, and the Texas A&M's a tournament team. But you fall to 0-3, even if it's to Tennessee, people will start to get restless down there.
Josh, Auburn's the best team in the league. You just want your power poll to be wrong. You're not slick, Josh. You're so predictable, man. You're so predictable. They may be the best team in the league. They are the best team in the league. But according to Josh Ward's power poll a couple days ago, he had Tennessee the number 1 team in the league. But I see how you're going to spin this. I'm the bad guy. I'll be the bad guy. You're not slick, Josh. I know your strategies.
Do I think that Auburn is the best team in the league? Maybe so. If you asked me who I think will win the league this year, would I pick Auburn? We're out of time this hour, so I can't answer that question. We come back with 2 hours to go. Austin Price of AllQuest joins us to talk Tennessee football next on Josh and Swain.
Warm weather's here, and it's time to get outside and enjoy the privacy and the comforts of your own backyard, but you don't have a privacy fence. Or perhaps you need to upgrade your fence, as I just recently did with Tennessee Home. When contacting Tennessee Home, you're looking for somebody who is a licensed contractor who has one of the most experienced teams that East Tennessee has to offer. Over 100 yards for me and the new pup, Howie, and I've been satisfied since the final post went in the ground. 865-304-0955. That's 865-304-0955. We're online at TennesseeHome.us.
The new year is here, and it's going to be full of special occasions. And when you want to celebrate one or all of them with a special piece of jewelry, then you need to remember TK Wheeler Jewelers. He's located on South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge, and he's been in business for over 40 years. He knows how to put an exclamation point on an anniversary, a special birthday like a Sweet 16, a push present to celebrate the birth of your child, or a retirement gift after a lifetime of dedication. They have so many beautiful options for you when it comes to bracelets, earrings, necklaces, and chains, and also watches for men and women. And then they have diamonds, multicolored precious gemstones, and classic pearls. There are so many options, but let me also plant this seed. You can sit down with TK and design a one-of-a-kind custom piece of jewelry to mark your special day. So when you need beautiful jewelry, you need the one and only TK Wheeler Jewelers.
This has been a paid announcement.
Now is the perfect time to start on your next success. When you apply to University of Maryland Global Campus by February 12th, you'll pay no application fee. An accredited state university, UMGC offers online and hybrid courses. Plus, you can earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and work experience, or transfer up to 12 credits toward a master's. Get your application fee waived through February 12th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
No two people learn the exact same way. So how did Babbel become the award-winning language learning app? We thought of you, all of you. Take Sierra. As a visual learner, she uses Babbel's wordplay videos.
Today I'll share a quick lesson on shopping in French.
Merci beaucoup. Keith is a be in the room with real people kind of learner, so he loves the live online classes with our language experts.
Okay, class. Vos está pronto.
Estamos prontos.
However you learn, Babbel makes it easy. Try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
You're in the best hands when you choose CRS Exteriors for all your exterior home renovations. Over 50 years experience, CRS specializes in providing superior
products and expert craftsmanship. Locally owned and operated, CRS Exteriors, the name customers trust again and again for honest pricing. And as always, 12 months interest-free financing with no money down.
Price the rest, they call the best at CRS Exteriors.
Sarah, Happy New Year. You look amazing. How are things with you and Mark?
Lisa, I can't thank you enough for telling me about Men's Pro Knoxville. We've totally rediscovered each other. Mark's swagger is back. He's working out, and we're doing more as a family than laying around watching TV.
I told you, they're incredible. My husband and I had the same experience. It's like having that spark all over again, isn't it?
Exactly. It's more than the physical. It's the connection, the energy. It's the best gift we could have given ourselves.
This new year, make the resolution that changes it all. Men's Pro Knoxville brings you proven options for ED and enhancement. Reignite your drive, rebuild your confidence, and show up in the moments that matter most.
Here's to more love and more joy in the year ahead.
Cheers to that.
Book your appointment today at menspronknoxville.com or dial 865-544-8220. That's menspronknoxville.com or dial 865-544-8220. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
This is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on the Sports Animal app and website 991thesportsanimal.com. 99.1 The Sports Animal, the station where the Vols play.
This is Andrew Perloff with a Sports Minute. Notre Dame and Penn State are as blue blood as it gets in college football, but neither team has won a title in decades. So much on the line tonight when they meet in the Orange Bowl. Notre Dame's brand still strong. If they win it all, they'll be the face of the sport. Penn State, meanwhile, could escape the shadow of Ohio State and Michigan in the Big Ten. The stakes are gigantic, and this should be one of the most competitive games of the whole playoff. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Playoff football is in the air, and Paramount Plus is your home to stream every NFL on CBS playoff game all the way through the AFC Championship. Log into Paramount Plus from any device and stream all the dramatic postseason action. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this. If something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Playoff football is in the air, and Paramount Plus is your home to stream every NFL on CBS playoff game all the way through the AFC Championship. Log into Paramount Plus from any device and stream all the dramatic postseason action. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.
Zero Res carpet cleaning's the right way to clean. ZeroResKnoxville.com.
We begin hour number 2 of Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. 1 hour down, 2 to go on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster. Great to be on each afternoon in the Tri-Cities area. Wherever you are listening or tuning in to the show, you can also watch us on the Sports Animal YouTube channel, 99.1 The Sports Animal. Stop by and subscribe. We're excited to begin this hour welcoming to the show on the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline, Austin Price, who covers Tennessee football recruiting for VolQuest.com. Austin, thanks for the time as always. You guys also had the news this morning, a couple of hours ago, that Mike Keith is the new voice of the Vols, will replace Bob Kessling after this basketball season finishes. Great conversation that Brent Hubbs had with Mike. What's the reaction you've seen from Tennessee fans with the news?
Oh, I think they've been excited. Really exciting time with Mike. A lot of fans of Mike over the years, and you've always heard his name kind of talked about with this and with Bob's retirement. Mike, just kind of felt the time was right, and maybe a few years ago it might not have happened, but he told the story to Brent in our sit down. He sat there and watched the 22 game with Alabama and Tennessee with his dad, who was in poor health at the time, and he was kind of helping take care of him, and just kind of it brought back all the feelings that he had when he was a little kid. And I think that kind of led to what we saw today with him, resigning as voice of the Titans and becoming the new voice of the Vols.
Yeah, some people would think that he had a cushy job, and why would he want to leave? Because he's now doing football and basketball, but that's what he wanted to do all along.
Yeah, I mean, I think for Mike, Mike's a guy that works all the time anyways. Like the whole notion that, he just called 17 games throughout the year and that's all he did, like that's not right. So, I mean, he was a guy that was constantly on the road working, whether it be Titans Caravan, whether it be calling games, whether it was, the online stuff, the podcast, the video features to the Titans. And, I think for him, this was a chance to, do something that he always dreamed of when he was a little kid. And, it was a no-brainer in a lot of ways. And, he's just excited. He is really excited. Having, been there when Brent and him sat down, he just can't wait to get going, and he'll be at work next week. And, we'll, be doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes between now and, when he officially takes over at the end of the basketball season. And, he'll be working with Bob, from a standpoint of kind of just picking Bob's brain on basketball and, things he does. And, I'd say you'll probably see him doing some mock broadcasts behind the scenes, or we won't see it, but he'll be doing that just to test things out and, just get ready for the next, several months of the grind that will be, calling Tennessee athletics. But he won't call Tennessee baseball, as he said it. He goes, Tennessee baseball is John Wilkerson, and John Wilkerson will be dominating that scene for as long as John Wilkerson wants to dominate that scene.
For sure. Austin Price is with us, VolQuest.com. The news we're discussing, Mike Keith will become the next voice of the Vols. That was announced earlier today, and recommend you check out the conversation with Brent Hubbs that they had at VolQuest earlier today. You've been covering what's going on with Tennessee's roster. It's roster retention. It's who can you add. As you know, this is a wild time right now. The wide receiver position, what went into Mike Matthews deciding to stay, and then Amari Jefferson, the latest addition, announcing here in the last couple of days that he will transfer to Tennessee from Alabama.
Yeah, for Mike, I think he had a lot of conversations with Josh Heupel, Kelsey Pope. Talked to them about kind of where he fits into the offense. Didn't play as much as he'd like as a freshman. And that's hard. I mean, you go into it thinking you're going to play, then you don't play, then you look around college football and there's Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams and Ryan Wingo all in your class making plays, and it's like, well, what about me? Why did I not make plays? And so, I think once they kind of got him settled, good and back for 2025. And then as for Amari Jefferson, I think got down to Alabama. Nick Saban was no longer there, and that's who he signed with back a year ago at this time. And I think just never felt, the same connection to the current staff at Alabama that he did with the previous staff. And he did feel a connection to Tennessee. I mean, there were several times last fall where, he reached out to Tennessee, and at that time Tennessee was kind of, set at the position, and they weren't sure, is he just wanted to take a visit? I mean, how realistic is any of this? And he ended up going ahead and signed with Alabama. I think it was just it made sense in a lot of ways. He was wanting to get back closer to home. Tennessee obviously needed help at the receiver position. He has not played, so you don't know what he is, right? I mean, you know what he was in high school, which was a super productive player, Mr. Football winner at Baylor. At the college level, we don't know, and Tennessee doesn't know. But I think it's one of those kind of like low to no risk, high reward type acquisitions for Tennessee, and I think a big get for the next 4 years. I think that's the biggest thing is you have him for 4 years, so he'll have a chance to kind of figure it out and continue to develop.
What about offensive line? We're joined by Austin Price, VolQuest.com.
Well, you have Wendell Moy already in the boat. Tennessee currently has Emmanuel Pregnon, the USC transfer, on campus as we speak. He'll be in town today and will leave tomorrow morning. That's a Tennessee-Oregon battle. He's a West Coast kid, so I think it's impressive they got him out here for a visit. That means he is interested enough to give Tennessee a look. Now, is he interested enough to want to come from the West Coast to the East Coast when you're predominantly stayed on the West Coast your whole life? We'll see. We'll see kind of where things are, as the visit goes on. there's been a lot of times where I would tell you no, and a kid just kind of fell in love with the school, and it happened. And so, does he kind of, fall in love with Tennessee in this 24-hour period? We'll see. I mean, they're going to try to put their best foot forward over the next several hours and see if they can be a real player in this recruitment. Again, Tennessee and Oregon for Emmanuel Pregnon.
Running back. I know last time we talked, there was a possibility of Tennessee adding a running back to the position. Any more additions on the offense outside of offensive line that you see happening?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to have to add more receivers. I mean, like, they don't have enough on the roster. So, who is that? Time will tell. Do they wait to the spring period to add somebody? I mean, I guess that's possible. Does anybody else go in from, these teams that are going to lose or have their seasons wrapping up over the next, 10 days or so? I think it's possible. So, we'll see kind of where all that goes. But Tennessee needs to add at least one more receiver. They need to add, a running back. In my opinion, to me, it'd be hard to go into next year with just 4. And then we'll see what they do on the offensive line, or if they do anything on defense.
Austin Price is with us, VolQuest.com. Any update on Andre Karic? He was trying to get another year. Is that right?
Yeah, he was. Still is, I think, but no update as of right now.
Okay. Is Tennessee operating under the assumption he doesn't come back, and then if they get him, that would be a welcome addition?
Yes, I think that's the best way to approach it. I don't think you want to be banking on anything. So I think the best way to approach it is he won't be back, and if he were to win the appeal, it's kind of like, I think that's how Tennessee thought the process was with, I think a lot of people at Tennessee thought there's no way Diego Pavia is going to win this appeal thing, which would in turn help Tennessee with, Miles Kitselman, and then he did. And so that helped them with Miles Kitselman. So I think the best way to go into it is approaching it as if, Andre is not going to be here. And then if he were to win, then, obviously that changes a lot.
Austin Price, VolQuest.com. Why do you think we haven't heard an official decision publicly for James Pierce Jr. on going to the NFL or not?
I don't know. I mean, I don't expect him back. So, I think it's just one of those things where he just hadn't announced yet. I don't think there's anything behind it.
Another one where Tennessee is operating with 100% expectation he's off to the NFL.
Yes, that's correct.
Austin, anything that is standing out right now on the recruiting front? 2026, that process has already begun, but what's the latest there? Either names to watch, contacts that are being made for 2026 recruiting?
Well, Tennessee will have a couple of junior days coming up here towards the end of the month on back-to-back weekends. And then, they're in a really good spot with Tristan Keys, wide receiver out of the state of Mississippi. If they really get him, that would give them 3. They just picked up, a commitment the other night from a receiver from Huff over to Charlotte. So, Tennessee's done a nice job of filling out this class early. And obviously when you get them early, you have to hold on to them a little bit longer. But Tennessee's got some momentum as we head into mid-January.
Austin Price, VolQuest.com. We mentioned Brent Hubb's conversation that you can check out. You can watch it there at VolQuest. What else is going on for people to check out right now?
We'll have you covered for Tennessee and Texas coming up on Saturday. Rob Lewis and Grant Ramey will do a good job of that. And then just a few weeks from now, we'll have Tennessee baseball getting ready to go. And so Eric Kane will continue to get you ready for the start of Tennessee baseball. And, again, we'll continue to talk transfer portal, even though it's kind of quiet in a lot of ways. But there's a little bit of chatter here and there, and just kind of continue to talk all things Tennessee sports at VolQuest.
Austin Price, VolQuest.com. Austin, we appreciate the time as always. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Austin Price joining us as all guests do on the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline. So not overly active right now. Emmanuel Pregnon would be the main piece to pay attention to currently, and that can change at any point. But an offensive lineman on campus for a visit, Austin told us, and it looks like a Tennessee-Oregon battle for the USC transfer.
And a West Coast kid.
Yep.
That is in town.
6'5", 320. Just played a lot of football at USC.
We need to let him know that, hey, man, it ain't normally cold like this. And it won't be cold like this during the football season. So ignore how your toes feel right now. It's never this cold during football season. Just like once or twice a year it gets like this.
Yeah, now I believe he lived in Denver, went to Wyoming before transferring to USC.
Oh, well,
so he's experienced.
Yeah, he should be okay there. Because it gets cold and snowy there in Denver, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they may be, but I wouldn't be in flip-flops in Wyoming right now this time of year. So, yeah, it's nice and comfortable what we're dealing with here this weekend.
I had flip-flop on yesterday.
No, you're tougher than me.
I don't know if that's saying much. Thanks, Austin. Appreciate that time today.
Yep, that was good. Good to get Mike Matthews back. So,
he's talented.
Nico and Mike Matthews, picture them working out. Brew McCoy with them, too.
Yeah. My first question was, where everybody else?
Right there.
Yeah, NIL money. Fly your butt out there, too. Work with Nico.
Yeah, because it's great that Brew's there, but he's not going to be catching passes from Nico.
If I'm any other receiver,
yeah,
I'm looking at that picture, and I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on now. Hold on now. I got to get in this. I got to get some passes my way. That was my first reaction when I saw the picture. Is if I was another receiver, I would be right there catching balls too.
Maybe one of the other receivers took the photo.
Maybe not.
Probably not. I probably just made that up. We'll come back, 865-656-9900 if you'd like to join us. The football conversation continues. Chris Lowe in about 15 minutes, here until 3 o'clock on Josh and Swain.
They say the best things in life are free. Streaming 99.1, the sports animal proves it.
Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialist. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Picture the pool of your dreams, a place to relax, entertain, and make any season unforgettable. Paired with excellent, durable hardscapes like custom decking and stonework, Native Design turns ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. Call 865-310-3256 or visit nativetn.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text PIVOT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text PIVOT to 42424. That's PIVOT to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey folks, it's Jake from Rusty Wallace Ski of Knoxville on Callahan Drive. When you're looking to make your next car purchase, think about these things. Rusty Wallace Kia's fantastic selection. We've got more cars on the ground than we've had in years. Think about the incredible warranty with our exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. And think about the excellent service before, during, and after the sale. You'll get it all when you choose Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
If you have health issues that make exercise and weight loss difficult, Fitness Together can help. By combining personal training with physical therapy and nutrition, they can help you feel and move better than you ever imagined. Schedule your free consultation today at knoxft.com and see what they can do for you.
The wait is over. Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery is now open. Craving something delicious? Dig into their slow-smoked barbecue packed with flavor and cooked to perfection. Then, treat yourself to their creamy craft-rolled ice cream, the perfect way to satisfy your sweet tooth. Whether it's a family outing or a quick stop for something tasty, Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery has something for everyone. located in Maryville on Calderwood Highway. So hop by today and experience your new favorite spot for barbecue and ice cream. Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery, where smoky meets sweet. Now open in Maryville. This Friday at 9 a.m., go to 991thesportsanimal.com and catch a sweet deal to Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery. Sweet deals are your chance to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer at unbeatable prices. Don't miss this one to Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery, going live Friday at 9 at 991thesportsanimal.com. Take advantage of this sweet deal to Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery in Maryville.
You are losing money if you do not add a deck before you sell your home. That's why you need to call James Anthony, 304-0955. You can also see what you can do online. That's at TennesseeHome.us. We're talking 20 years of experience and not just squares and rectangles. If you're looking for somebody who can bring customization to your home, call James Anthony at Tennessee Home, 304-0955, 304-0955, or TennesseeHome.us.
Johnson, I've been hearing about this internet thing. Anything to it?
Yeah, boss. We had Cumulus Digital design and run our website.
Will an internet help our sales?
Already has. Plus, Cumulus Digital helps us rank high on search engines.
Whoa, one thing at a time, Johnson.
Cumulus Digital.
.com.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Yeah, somebody tagged us. I do feel bad here. It's the Two-Tone Burner is the Twitter account.
Yeah, that's the one. Read it off.
Titans fans. And again, there was crossover. So I had a friend text earlier today. Man, this is a bummer for me as a Titans fan. He lives in Nashville, but he loves the Vols. And he said, well, now I get Mike Keith with the Tennessee Vols. So the news of the day, Mike Keith will be the next voice of the Vols with University of Tennessee Athletics. But this tweet said, our organization could implode. Everyone could be fired. We could sell the team. New stadium. Could fail inspection. But as long as we have Mike Keith and Coach Mack, I'm chilling. And that news was, or that tweet was that earlier today? Was that like 3 hours ago?
It was 2 hours before the announcement. I saw the tag, the timestamp.
That is tough. So
is it really a bummer though for Tennessee / Titans fans? You can't love both the same. It's impossible.
Right, but this person could be a Titans fan who's from Kentucky or Ohio or Mississippi that has no connection to the University of Tennessee. That would be my guess.
Well, I'm not talking about that person. I'm talking about the person who hit you up and said it was a bummer. Because you have to love one more than the other, and if you love Tennessee more, one more than the other, or Tennessee more than the Titans, then hey, it's still good. Because at least Mike Keith,
he's still good. He's not mad.
At least he's
Two-Tone
the voice of
Burner's
the team that's
having
winning.
a tough day.
At least we're not wasting. Like we're not going to waste Mike Keith's great performances over here.
Right.
I mean, you get a great call, a great performance from play-by-play guy, but the team didn't win. The team looked bad. Over here, great performance may result in a win more often than with the Titans right now. So we're not going to waste Mike Keith's prime over here in Knoxville.
Mike was great with the Titans. Everybody knows that. He gave them a lot of great years, a lot of great calls. Yesterday, right, was the 25th anniversary of the Music City Miracle.
See what y'all did, Titans? I told y'all should have wore those Oilers uniforms. It was the uniforms that did it. But it's a good day for Tennessee fans, man. They're excited. Our fans deserve to be happy, deserve to have good things happen to them, things to cheer about. Best fan base in the country.
Taylor Lewan earlier today said, sad day for the Titans, but great day for the Vols. They're getting a great one. I saw Kevin Byard share this, the guy who gave me the nickname Mayor of Murfreesboro, a true Titans legend, congrats on going back to your alma mater. That was Kevin Byard.
That's respect right there. That's awesome.
Sharing Mike Keith's news.
Yeah. There's a lot of Titans fans I've seen, former Titans fans that have gave Mike Keith his flowers as well. I think I saw something from Keith Bullitt as well, too.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see more of that. So I think great news for the University of Tennessee. Mike Keith will be the next voice of the Vols, so I hope fans will continue to celebrate and wish Bob Kessling the best as he finishes out his run with this basketball season for Tennessee. They're going to play in a lot of big games. Bob's going to be on the call for a lot of huge games for Tennessee. The next one is Texas on Saturday in the transition with Mike Keith taking over.
Tennessee fans, man. What? You got a new football coach. You got the letters back on the stadium. You got a better game time atmosphere. You got a baseball coach that started winning, and you wanted him to be taken care of. He was taken care of. Now he's going out here winning championships. You know, basketball's competing at a high level. Like, it is great to be a Tennessee fan. You wanted someone as a voice of the Vols that reminds you of John Ward, and he's part of that tree. He did a great job with the Titans. He's going to do a great job here. He's a piece of your childhood as well. Like, Tennessee fans got it good right now. They really do.
I have a Mike Keith Sports Talk mug at the house. I'm going to have to break that bad boy out.
Please, man, replace that ugly red mug you got right there.
It's the TriStar.
It's red.
The Mike Keith mug is black. I think it was a gift that was given out, or at least I got it when he was making the move from Sports Talk to the Titans years ago. I also have a John and Jimmy Sports Talk mug.
Yeah, bring that out, man. You got orange mugs over here. A gray mug that's orange. Y'all should see this.
Hunger Action mug from Second Harvest.
Josh got like 5 mugs in here, but he's picking a mug that's red.
You know why the coffee drinker couldn't get a date?
Because his teeth was stained.
Because he had an ugly mug.
I've seen ugly people have nice dates, Josh.
Chris Lowe of ESPN talking college football next on Josh and Swain.
Your odds to win 99.1 The Sports Animal's biggest prizes just got better. We now draw one member of our email club, The Jungle, as an instant finalist in contests with a grand prize value over $500. Club members get links to our latest blogs and videos, plus a layout of Sports Animal programming and the biggest sporting events of the weekend. To make sure you receive our weekly Sports Animal emails, visit our website at 991thesportsanimal.com and sign up for the Jungle Email Club.
Do you need a new deck or fence? Call Tennessee Home, your local trusted deck and fencing specialist. Tennessee Home offers a no-pressure approach to your design and installation needs. 865-304-0955 or TennesseeHome.us.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on The Sports Animal.
Breaking news this Thursday as Hall of Fame radio voice in VFL Mike Keith returning to Rocky Top as the next voice of the Vols. We'll call Tennessee football and Tennessee basketball as Bob Kessling set to retire at the end of the season. Keith just spent the last 26 seasons as the voice of the Titans. Lady Vol basketball tonight. Lady Vols back in action at the Food City Center, 6:30 p.m. tip-off against LSU. The 6th-ranked Tigers 17-0 on the season. 16th-ranked Lady Vols 13-1, trying to bounce back from their first loss. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern Time on the Ball Network. Top 25 college hoops tonight. 15th-ranked Oregon on the road at Ohio State. 20th-ranked Purdue, they take on Rutgers on the road. And 16th-ranked Michigan State, they host Washington. Where Josh and Swain is on the way next. Have a fantastic Thursday. I'm Charlie Collier.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. clients, one call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation. Call 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Join Tyler and Will this Friday afternoon at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge and save thousands. This Friday afternoon, starting at 3 at Oak Ridge Nissan with Tyler and Will in 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Over 50 years experience, CRS Exteriors, the name you can trust for all your exterior home renovations. Locally owned and operated, CRS provides expert craftsmanship, superior products, windows, siding, doors, roofing, and you'll always get hassle-free, honest pricing, 12 months interest-free financing. 670-8823. Call today.
Hello, friends. This is Kevin Frazier with Frazier's Carbon One. Frazier's massive in-stock selection means buying power muscle, and that means big savings for you. Frazier's always keeps hundreds of thousands of square feet of the best-selling carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile, and more in stock every day. Plus, no money down and free financing for an entire year. So call 546-4850 for a free in-home estimate. If you're even thinking about going to one of the big box stores for new carpet, think again and come to Frazier's. Apples to apples, I guarantee it. Frazier's will beat the big box stores. And no money down and free financing for an entire year, make it easy. Everything for the floor from the store you trust more, Frazier's.
This new year, let Lehman Jewelers help you sparkle with a fresh new design from Simon G. Hi, I'm Andy Lehman. We have fallen in love with our newest designer, Simon G, and we know that you will too. From their uniquely designed engagement rings to their wildly popular, inspired by nature fashion collection, Simon G has styles made to impress. Using only the highest quality metals, diamonds, and gemstones, Simon G has made a name for themselves since 1981. Whether you've been searching for your next favorite accessory, a gift for someone special, or you're ready to upgrade your wedding set for an anniversary, Simon G Designs has something just for you. Start browsing our curated collection today at LehmanJewelers.com or stop by one of our 2 convenient locations in Turkey Creek and Maryville. And one of our 5-star team members will let you try them on today. Lehman Jewelers and Simon G, the perfect match for all of your jewelry needs.
Lehman Jewelers, proud supporter of the Lady Vols.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
For more than a week, we've been first alerting you to the snowfall coming on Friday, and it still is. Widespread 3 to 5 inch belt through the heart of the Tennessee River Valley. Could be a little heavier to the north with a little icing in our southernmost counties. For now, though, it's just plain cold. Great time to get outside and do some prep on Thursday. From the WVL2 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Need a new roof? You need Mo Shingles. Need new siding? You need Mo Shingles. Mo Shingles, locally owned and operated with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and over 100 5-star reviews. Free estimates, moshingles.com, 770-0506.
Always on, always free. Stream us free via the app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com. Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media.
Welcome back into Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We're halfway home, 90 minutes to go on today's show. Jason Swain is here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward, and we go to the Stanley Fencing and Gates hotline to say hello to Chris Lowe of ESPN.com, covering the world of college football. Joins us each week thanks to Dead End Barbecue. Temperatures are cold, snow, ice may be coming in. I could go for a nice hot plate of Dead End Barbecue, Swain.
I heard that Chris Lowe and Mike Heath going to Dead End Barbecue. Talk about the old times, Chris Lowe. Am I right?
I don't know about that. I know that I don't have any pictures in Dead End Barbecue of me catching a pass in a Vol uniform, scoring a touchdown against Alabama the way you do. How many pictures do you have in there now? Last count, I think, was 3.
Just one in the very, very back room. Nobody's normally in there. They can't see it.
That's the VIP room.
Yeah, but it's in the back though.
Well, near trophy cases in the restroom, so he knows that everybody's going to be walking by so that they can see him.
That's right. That's right. You're right. It is pretty close to the men's room. But no, any day is a good day to go to Dead End Barbecue. You never need an excuse to go there, and the last time I was in that area, it was a little bit late, sort of not really lunchtime, but 1:32. I said, you know what? It's a good excuse for me to go have a late lunch, early dinner, and I certainly took advantage of it.
That's the best time to go. Tennessee picked the best time to introduce Mike Heath coming back home, the new voice of the Vols. What was your thoughts on that?
I always thought that Mike would be the guy. I mean, he made – to me, it shouldn't have been. I don't think it really was a hard decision for Tennessee. Now, Mike's got one of, 32 jobs. He's an NFL play-by-play guy and has been there for a long time. So I didn't know where he was. I know how much he loves his alma mater. So I think that probably was what did it for him. But, when you look at that job with Bob retiring and you start thinking about, all right, who do you want to bring in, then Mike is the obvious choice. It was, sort of like when Georgia decided they were going to bring in Kirby Smart in football. Some things are just pretty easy. And to me, if Tennessee had not brought Mike in, that would have been a major fail because he loves the place. He cut his teeth there in the Vol Network. He worked with John Ward. He's a kid, not a kid anymore, but as a kid, he grew up in Tennessee listening to John Ward. He loves Tennessee, has his degree from Tennessee. One of the top guys in his profession at what he does. To me, Mike just checked, Swain, he just checked every box. It's probably the best way you could say it. And I would say, I haven't really had a chance to talk to a lot of fans today. People have asked me about it over the last several months. Fans, people that are, aligned with Tennessee and about Mike. And I told them what I'll tell you right now is I can't imagine, unless there's some major snag I don't know about, that it will be Mike.
Yeah, Mike Heath announced earlier today as the next voice of the Vols for Tennessee. So big news there, and it's a big day tonight and tomorrow. Chris Lowe of ESPN is with us. The playoff games. We're on to the semifinal round. What do you think in the first matchup tonight? Notre Dame and Penn State, as they're getting set to play. There's been talk of maybe an illness, flu maybe with Notre Dame, but the matchup itself looks like a very close one going in.
Probably a lot of people, I won't say gave up on, but sort of pushed to the back burner, once Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois and then Penn State loses to Ohio State again. I think they probably were shoved to, set the back burner. And now here they are with a chance, 2 wins away from winning a national title. To me, Abdul Carter's health is going to be critical in this game for Penn State. James said he would, expect him to play. But how effective is he? Because he is a difference maker on defense. And with Riley Leonard's ability to pull the ball down and run, and make plays when things break down, and just sometimes just on straight called quarterback runs, I think having a guy like Abdul Carter on the edge who's athletic enough to make, to collar him clearly your championship level defenses have to have finishers on the edge, and Carter is that kind of guy. In the run, certainly in the pass game, getting to the quarterback, and even the run game. So I think that's pretty critical. And Ken, when you look at this game, in so many of these games, the same one Friday. When you get the ball inside the 20, inside the 15, against two really good defenses, Penn State and Notre Dame, can you score touchdowns and not have to kick field goals? And I think that's where, being able to have had pretty good running attacks. Jeremiah Love's another guy that at full strength, he's made a huge difference in Notre Dame's offense. And then Penn State has sort of the two-pronged running attack. So I think being able to me, whoever can score touchdowns when they get it down close, probably going to win this football game. And I don't expect many points to be scored. Score touchdowns. It may be a big play, which is where a guy like a Jeremiah Love popping off a big run could be the difference in this football game.
Texas, Ohio State play tomorrow. You giving Texas much of a chance? And there's been some talk about Steve Sarkisian getting interest from the NFL. How much do you read into that? Or take that serious?
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised that Sark's getting some NFL interest. I always thought he would at some point. You're also hearing that Matt Campbell at Iowa State's going to interview for the Bears job. So it's that time of year where some of the college guys are going to attract the attention, of some of these NFL owners. But I think they got a chance. Ohio State, and I said this to you guys last week, no one's beaten Ohio State if they play their A game the rest of the way. It's just not going to happen. Now, I'm not saying that they're definitely going to win, but if they play anywhere to the caliber of ball that they did against Tennessee or Oregon the last two playoff games, then Texas is not going to beat them. The 1985 Bears, and I'm joking, but nobody left is going to beat Ohio State if they play their best football game. Now, Texas could have something to do with that if they ball them up early. They don't let them get the football to Jeremiah Smith. Good luck with that, and sort of make this more of a scrum like Michigan did in that last regular season game, because really Ohio State in that game didn't do much of anything on offense. They couldn't run the football. They didn't protect. Michigan dominated that game with their defensive line. Texas is good up front defensively. I don't think they're as good as Michigan was, but that's how they're going to have to. If they're going to win this game, they're going to have to win it up front on defense and just never let Ohio State get in any kind of rhythm. And certainly can't give Will Howard clean pockets. I mean, he had clean pockets against Tennessee. He had clean pockets against Oregon, and just completely decimated both those defenses. And if that happens, if he continues to have a clean pocket on Friday night, I would say you'll see a similar result.
Chris Lowe, ESPN, covering college football with playoff games tonight and tomorrow. And Chris, of course, this is all going on while transfer portal activity continues. I saw comments that Dirk Cutter made. He's leaving Boise State, but he said that he knew that Oregon was tampering with the player. Now, you never know who's actually making contact. There could be representatives. So much is going on. How much is that happening? How much complaining is going on from coaches about what's happening while their schools may also still be doing the same thing? What's going on in the world of college football right now?
Wait, you mean someone's alleging that tampering is actually going on?
I find it hard to believe.
In this, I'd be shocked if something like that's going on in this era of college football. Obviously, I'm being a little facetious there, a lot facetious. Listen, it's happening everywhere. How's it happening? It's very simple. It's every player now has an agent, has a quote-unquote NIL agent. And you can see, you read stories out there all the time on our site, on 3247, it's somebody who represents somebody at sports management, letsgo.com or whatever, said this player is transferring. Well, these guys all have agents. And those guys, for the most part, just have carte blanche to call and do, and whether it's collectives, whether it's assistant coaches, and say, hey, my guy wants to move, but he's only going to move if he gets somewhere but north of 600,000. Can you guys do that? Well, let me check back with you. because, hey, I got interest in Tennessee too. I got interest in Texas A&M as well. So you need to jump on this. That's what's going on everywhere, and that's why when we start talking about the chaotic nature of college football right now, that's what I think most of us are talking about. Not the fact that the product is bad on the field, or not the fact that now all of a sudden maybe somebody that's not so usual suspect might win the college national championship, like a Notre Dame hasn't won forever. It's not just Bama, Georgia. I think that part of some of what's happening is good. It's given us a chance to see Boise State in the playoff, or in Indiana. Maybe it's helped those teams be able to bring in some players and fill holes via the transfer portal, and maybe get involved a little bit in the NIL world that 10 years ago probably wouldn't have been possible. So I think all that's good, but the chaotic nature is what I just described, and that there's no regulations, there's no uniformity. It's free agency every year for the players, and I'm all for players. If a player needs to get out and go somewhere else, he's got a bad situation, he should be able to do that. But don't compare that to a coach leaving, because coaches have contracts. Caleb DeBoer or somebody, probably Alabama, had to pay $12 million for him to leave Washington to come to Alabama. If Lincoln Riley gets fired right now or leaves, if he gets fired, he gets $86 million. I think Dan Lanning's contract buyout last year, had he left Oregon, was over $30 million. So that's not apples to apples. Now, I still think it stinks that you have a situation like what happened with Marshall this year, that their coach leads them to a conference championship 10-win season. They got a bowl game, and bam, he's gone. Takes assistants with him, players with him. So many players transfer that the kids remaining on that team don't even get to enjoy the rewards of the season and play in a bowl game. That sucks. That should not happen, but it does, unfortunately. But no, it's going on, Josh, and I don't know how we fix it. I think I know what the end game is. The end game is going to be collective bargaining, and we're going to have contracts, and we're going to have a professional football structure in colleges. I know a lot of people don't want that. A lot of people are fighting against that. But I think the only way to ever truly get it to a point to where there is some uniformity, where a kid can't transfer 4 or 5 times in a season, where a kid can't just say at halftime of a football game, hey, guess what? I ain't playing in the second half. To get away from all that stuff, or a coach leave, to get away from all that stuff, I think there's going to have to be some type of collective bargaining where the players have their own representation and they can negotiate a piece of the pie going in, and sort of what the rules are. And yeah, that makes them employees, but guess what? The reality is they really already are employees.
Agree with you. Chris Lowe, ESPN.com, covering college football playoff games tonight and tomorrow. Anything to plug out the door, Chris, for people to check out with your coverage?
Yeah, we got our All-American team coming out. It's going to run next week. We waited a little bit later this year with the longer playoff. When you think about it, some teams are playing 4 games in the postseason, so you want to sort of weigh those games in and those performances in the season. So we got that All-American team coming out next week sometime, and I've got a piece running tomorrow on the core of Ohio State veterans that chose to hang around for one last ride. And part of that was to try to beat Michigan finally. That went out the window, obviously, on November 30th, but still they got a chance to win a national title. You got about 8 guys on that team, probably who could have been drafted had they come out last year, and they chose to come back. Now, NIL is a big part of that. They're going to ante up and broker big deals for all those guys, but here they got a chance to do something that they all sort of got together this offseason and said they wanted to do. It's very rare, Swain. I mean, you don't see many teams now of that caliber, Bama's, Ohio State's, Texas's, Penn State's, to have as many seniors and fifth-year seniors on their team that Ohio State does. Maybe that changes now, though, in the world of portal additions and NIL.
Yeah, and those guys go up against their former classmate, Quinn Ewers, right? Tomorrow night.
Yep. 21. Yeah, you go back and look at that 21 class, Ohio State.
It's
Ewers
outrageous.
was in that class. Kyle McCord was in that class. Marvin Harrison was in that class. Over and above all the kids that are still left.
Yeah. Yeah, something. Check that out, ESPN.com. And every week we get a chance to talk to Chris Lowe covering college football thanks to Dead End Barbecue. Great to stop by anytime on Sutherland Avenue. Remember, they cater as well. So work event, party, whatever you're putting together, you can 100% customize the menu for your event needs thanks to Dead End Barbecue. Check out online, deadendbbq.com, the options for you when you need catering taken care of. Chris, thanks for the time as always. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Look forward to it, guys. Take care.
Chris Lowe, ESPN, on the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline. We'll come back with one segment to go in hour number 2. We're with you until 3 o'clock right here on Josh and Swain.
I'm starting 2025 with insanely clean carpets from Zero Res. Call to get your 3 rooms and carpet clean for just $109. When you mention me, Tyler Ivinson, the sports animal, you're going to get a hallway clean for free. Schedule online now at ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com.
Spring is here, and you're probably flipping through the television channels watching all the home improvement shows, right? Because you want to make your outdoor space look the absolute best. First phone call needs to be to Tennessee Home to my friend James Anthony. 304-0955. 20 years of experience, and how many fencing contractors in town can also turn around and build you the perfect deck for you to start making memories all throughout the spring and summer. James Anthony, the only phone call you need to make is to Tennessee Home, 304-0955 or TennesseeHome.us.
The wait is over. Bunny Smokehouse and Creamery is now open. Dig into their slow-smoked barbecue, then treat yourself to their creamy craft rolled ice cream. This Friday at 9 a.m., go to 991thesportsanimal.com and catch a sweet deal to Bunny Smokehouse and Creamery.
Join John and Vince this Friday morning at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge Nissan and save thousands. This Friday morning from 6 till 9 at Oak Ridge Nissan with John and Vince in 99.1 The Sports Animal.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman, and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy, and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well-tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today, or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store, well, we'll even tuck you in.
Hello, friends. This is Kevin Frazier with Frazier's Carpet One. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile, ceramic, or anything for the floor, Frazier's is the name to trust. My great-grandfather Frazier started our flooring business in 1953. And the Frazier family has been proudly covering all of East Tennessee's flooring needs for the more than 70 years since. And you don't stay in business that long without offering value. Frazier's big in-stock selection means buying power muscle, and we pass those savings on to you. Plus, no money down and free financing for 18 months. Only at Frazier's. Call us today, 546-4850, and we'll come to you with free in-home estimates. Everything for the floor from the store you trust more, Frazier's.
When it comes to weight loss, one size does not fit all. At Bragg Weight Loss and Wellness, powered by Nutrimost, Dr. Terry Bragg provides the educational tools you need to manage your weight. No prepackaged foods and no counting points. Dr. Bragg uses a team approach, creating a personalized roadmap to a healthy lifestyle, including food plan, supplements, and support. Most participants lose 20 pounds in 40 days. For more information, go to BraggWeightLossAndWellness.com and start living your most healthy life.
This has been a paid announcement.
Back on Josh and Swain. Final segment of hour number 2 will be a quicker segment. We'll get back to action in hour number 3, starting in just a few minutes. Bobby's watching on YouTube. He's down in St. Augustine, Florida. Said it's his first time tuning in on YouTube.
What's up, Bobby? Bobbo. Remember that cartoon, Bobby's World?
Bobby's World was good.
Yeah, Dad used to call Bobby Bobbo.
I thought about Bobby's World in quite some time.
Yeah, man.
It's a good one.
Bobbo. Thanks for checking us out today, Bobby.
Yeah. Sports Animal YouTube channel. We'd like for you to stop by, subscribe, like the videos. You can chat as well. Yell at us in the chat.
Love the interaction. That's what it's about.
Lakers game tonight postponed in L.A. That is beyond a serious situation. Heartbreaking seeing what's going on the West Coast because of the wildfires and what is happening out there. Lakers-Hornets game postponed. There's an NFL game that's scheduled in a few days, the Rams and the Vikings in the playoffs. So monitoring there, what's happening in sports is way down the list of what's important out there, but news out there in the sports world with what is happening with the wildfires in L.A. and in California.
Yeah, man, I couldn't imagine going through that here. Going through that as, as a homeowner, someone with the family, you just up and have to evacuate and everything that you worked hard to achieve, all the memories. I mean, it's all gone. And that's the part that stinks is you can replace the cars in the house, but you can't replace baby pictures. You can't replace things like that. And I remember NFL Combine, I was asked, hey, if there was a house fire, what would you run in and go and save? And it's the pictures, it's the photos, it's those memories that you were able to capture that you cannot recreate again. And so I just feel terrible for everyone that's dealing with what they're dealing with right now there with the fires.
Yep. So keep everybody on the West Coast in your thoughts with what's happening there as it continues. We'll continue here for another hour. We appreciate you being with us on today's show, and we invite you to join us. You can call or text 865-656-9900 to be a part of today's show. One more hour to go. Next to VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward. This is Josh and Swain.
Since 1956, Standard Kitchen and Bath has been serving the East Tennessee area with professional kitchen and bath sales and design. Family owned and operated, Larry Finley and his son Scott offer custom and affordable cabinetry lines from quality brands like Soul Design Cabinetry. From remodeling to new construction, the professionals at Standard Kitchen and Bath can help you design any space. Call 694-0068, standardkitchen.com, or stop by the showroom, Kingston Pike, next to Grayson Hyundai. They're not just selling cabinets, but designs and ideas that will transform your kitchen or bath into something you'll love.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to slow it down and get it going slower. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression. Izervay gets GA going slower. Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today. Izervay gets GA going slower. Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Paid for by Estella's Pharma.
I'm starting 2025 with insanely clean carpets from Zero Res. Call to get your 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $109. When you mention me, Tyler Ivans from the Sports Animal, you're going to get a hallway clean for free. Schedule online now at ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Hello, friends. This is Kevin Frazier with Frazier's Carpet One. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile, ceramic, or anything for the floor, Frazier's is the name to trust. My great-grandfather Frazier started our flooring business in 1953, and the Frazier family has been proudly covering all of East Tennessee's flooring needs for the more than 70 years since. And you don't stay in business that long without offering value. Frazier's big in-stock selection means buying power muscle, and we pass those savings on to you. Plus, no money down and free financing for 18 months. Only at Frazier's. Call us today, 546-4850, and we'll come to you with free in-home estimates. Everything for the floor from the store you trust more, Frazier's.
The wait is over. Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery is now open. Craving something delicious? Dig into their slow smoked barbecue packed with flavor and cooked to perfection. Then treat yourself to their creamy craft rolled ice cream, the perfect way to satisfy your sweet tooth. Whether it's a family outing or a quick stop for something tasty, Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery has something for everyone. Located in Maryville on Calderwood Highway, so hop by today and experience your new favorite spot for barbecue and ice cream. Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery, where smoky meets sweet, now open in Maryville. This Friday at 9 a.m., go to 991thesportsanimal.com and catch a sweet deal to Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery. Sweet deals are your chance to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer at unbeatable prices. Don't miss this one to Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery, going live Friday at 9 at 991thesportsanimal.com. Take advantage of this sweet deal to Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery in Maryville.
Bring a whole new meaning to your backyard barbecue with a new deck. Tennessee Home is your local trusted deck and fencing specialist. Call today for a free, no-pressure design appointment at 865-304-0955 or visit them online, TennesseeHome.us.
This is WNML FM Friendsville, WNML AM Knoxville, Cumulus Media Stations, broadcasting worldwide from the Budweiser Studios. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with a Sports Minute sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Jalen Hurts is back for the Eagles, and apparently he looks sharp in practice. He suffered a concussion in Week 16. While it seems like they were just being cautious, we all know how concussions work. He'll be more susceptible to another injury. Now, Hurts is at his best when he's mobile. Not sure he'll be comfortable on the move for their all-important game against the Packers on Sunday. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Playoff football is in the air, and Paramount Plus is your home to stream every NFL on CBS playoff game all the way through the AFC Championship. Log into Paramount Plus from any device and stream all the dramatic postseason action. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Playoff football is in the air, and Paramount Plus is your home to stream every NFL on CBS playoff game all the way through the AFC Championship. Log into Paramount Plus from any device and stream all the dramatic postseason action. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.
Zero Res Carpet Cleaning's the right way to clean. ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Welcome back into Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We're in the final hour of today's show. We invite you to be a part of the final hour. You can call or text in at 865-656-9900. The news of the day, Mike Keith will be the next voice of the Vols. He will be a guest tomorrow morning with John and Vince at 8:20. So you will have a good amount of Vol Network representation tomorrow morning. Mike Keith has been a regular on the show for a while, discussing the Titans and the NFL. And tomorrow we'll have the news to discuss that he will be the voice of the Vols. So Mike Keith tomorrow morning at 8:20 right here on 99.1 Sports Animal.
Oh, looking forward to it, man. That is appointment radio right there.
Big news today. Tennessee fans, I think, were very excited when they heard it. There had been a lot of talk. Hey, could Mike Keith be the guy? Would he leave the Titans to come back to Knoxville, his alma mater, the University of Tennessee? And that news became official earlier today. So Mike Keith will replace Bob Kessling as the voice of the Vols.
First game of the season, a lot of pressure for the boys to pull out a win for Mike Keith.
Yes, his first game will be in Atlanta.
That's right.
Tennessee against Syracuse.
I feel like his first game should be in Inland Stadium, but that's okay. Just glad that he's here. So we'll just get it done in the A for Mike Keith.
Yeah, got to win that game.
You got to win that game. Yeah. I mean, you got to win every game. We understand that. But, like, you look at the schedule, and you look at a couple of the road games. Like, you got 2 of your big 3 at home this year. You go on the road and play 2 of your big 3 next year. Getting over the road hump is what we need to do. And so until we do that, Tennessee's going to be picked to lose on the road. So you look at those 2 games. You look at Georgia at home. That's going to be tough. You possibly could lose 3. Syracuse, you can't lose that one. And Syracuse will be really, really, really good. And if you win that, like if you have the same record this year, next year, and let's just say all the other teams around you perform kind of the same way, like you're probably hosting a playoff game because the wins will be more significant. Like Syracuse will be a better team. Mississippi State should be a better team. Like all the teams we played this year and we play again next year, they should be better.
Yeah, if Tennessee can put together another 10-2 season in 2025, that means you win at least one of at Florida, at Alabama, or Georgia at home. It's been a long time for any of those scenarios. At Florida, at Alabama, or just beating Georgia anywhere. It's been 9 years since they beat Georgia.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, so know what you got to do. I mean, you look at the moves that Georgia has made last couple of weeks. You look at their roster and see who's going to play quarterback next year. You look around the league, look at who your opponents are and the moves that they're making. You got to be able to match it. Find a way to be 1 point better.
What NC State was built up to be this past season, where, hey, that could be a nice top 25 win for you. It didn't play out that way because NC State was really disappointing. Syracuse might be that next year.
Well, I don't think we saw any signs of North Carolina State last year playing like they were supposed to be this year. We see plenty of signs this year, Syracuse, and how they beat Miami, how they played this year. You look at their schedule. I mean, they have a quarterback that's played at that level at Ohio State. If he comes back, it's going to be a tremendous challenge for sure.
When are we getting Kyle McCord news?
I think they should deny his waiver. I mean, I think he's been in college too long. I think he needs to move on. Go be pro in something else besides sports. Or go be pro. His time at Syracuse, it needs to be over. We've seen enough. Let somebody else play. Stop hogging all the playing time. Let a different quarterback play. It's kind of selfish, if you ask me.
Swain?
Ward?
You're not pro-athlete?
I'm pro-Tennessee.
The issue is that in 2021, Kyle McCord played in 5 football games. Why'd they do that, by the way? He was 25 of 38 that season. So
can't redshirt.
That is above the number. It's supposed to be 4.
If the NCAA comes and say, hey, listen, Tennessee, you can have Zakai Ziegler back for another year, but we have to let Kyle McCord play for another season too, and you have to face him. Is that a fair trade?
You take your chances if you're Tennessee with that.
Heck yeah, man. Sign that all day. Let's go. Zakai for another season. Deal with Kyle McCord for one game. Let's take that. Hey, it's Mike Key's first game now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So there's a lot more riding on it now, but I'm taking that. I'm taking that deal all day long.
Yeah, McCord played a lot against Akron his first year on campus, September 25th. Then he got some mop-up action against Rutgers, Maryland, Indiana, and then on November 20th, They played him at the end of the Michigan State game.
Well,
C.J. Stroud was the quarterback.
That's too bad.
So I don't. I wasn't there. Don't know what the thinking was at the time. But now Syracuse is trying to say, hey, they shouldn't have played him. It should have been 4 games or less. Give us another year. Tennessee fans are hoping that it doesn't work out.
They make a compelling argument, for sure.
Is Mike Keith going to do football and basketball like Bob Kessling has?
Yes, sir. Yep, starting with football this fall. We'll do football and basketball.
And he'll be very good at both.
He will be great at both. Good point, though, earlier. I mean, just a nice lineup. Austin Price made the point. Just a nice lineup there of play-by-play and play-by-play guys for the Vol Network. Wilkerson, Rice, and Keith. That's a strong group right there.
I don't know who in the country's topping that.
I don't know either. That's strong right there.
Tennessee's an everything school. The Vol Network is an everything, everybody broadcast network.
I like to think so.
A lot of people probably wonder, man, that's. Yeah, I'm sure it was a tough decision in terms of leaving the Titans. That's meant a lot to Mike. He's meant a lot to them. But a lot of people have asked, man, would he really leave, come back to University of Tennessee? When you hear Mike Keith talk about it, he talked to Brent Hubbs with the sit-down they had. He put out a video that I recommend you check out on Mike's Twitter account. And then he's going to be on Sports Talk tomorrow morning, 8:20. I'm sure he'll share more. But what his alma mater means to him, the University of Tennessee means to him, I think will help explain why he would leave a great position in the NFL to come back to his alma mater. His grandfather played for General Neyland. He's talked about wanting to be the voice of the Vols at a young age. At a young age, I think he was 19. They shared in his bio, 19 when he starts working with WTK, leading WTK, and then for more than 10 years worked with the Vol Network. He was with technically this radio station, We're All Sports Now, but WIVK, WNOX, did Sports Talk in the afternoon. Everything around here has meant a lot to Mike, and he's come back. He's been a part of a number of University of Tennessee events, football events. So to me, it makes perfect sense for Mike Keith to finish out his career as the voice of the Vols.
You know, him coming back is a breath of fresh air, not just because he's great at what he does, but we live in an era right now where people want to do less but get more. People are trying to find out ways to do less. Well, Mike Keith is like, no, I'm wired to do more. Like, all out, do it the right way, do as much as you can, be the best that you can, follow your heart. Like, we need more of that. Instead of people trying to find more ways to do less, let's ride with people that are finding more ways to do more. Try to make a bigger impact, following their heart, following their dreams, following their hopes and their goals. Like, that's what I love about this move.
Shannon has an idea for you. Shannon in Lenore City. Maybe the NCAA will suspend Kyle McCord for 1 game next year to make up for that extra game, and then he can play out from there, and Tennessee can still get Sakai Ziegler back. How about that? Would you make that trade?
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, that'd work.
So, actually, maybe. I don't know. They could say you got to sit 1 game. Now, would they make him sit the opener, or would they let Syracuse pick the game? I don't know. But that could be on the table, too.
Yeah, like, hey, if you play 2 games over the 4-game threshold as a freshman, that means you have to sit out 2 games in your last year if you want to come back.
I never know what's going to happen with eligibility rulings.
I mean, it changes every day.
We just saw Miami's tight end finish. I think he's finished. It appears he is.
He's finished.
With 9 years. Yeah, I know. He said goodbye.
I saw a video of him. I think he was, like, really emotional and crying on the sideline. I was like, why? What you crying for, bro?
It's been a decade.
You've been playing football for a decade. You should be happy. You get a chance to do something else.
Yeah. John Campbell Jr. just finished his 7th year. He's moving on from Tennessee. But we're in a position where you can play 4 regular season games plus the bowl game or your postseason game. Postseason games do not count against eligibility from a redshirt standpoint. There's also the conversation that's taking place about them potentially just moving to 5 years of eligibility. You can just play 5.
Oh, gosh. Josh, when was the last time you've been Chuck E. Cheese?
It's been a little while. I don't think I've been with the little Wardos.
Have you ever seen a grown-up at Chuck E. Cheese playing the games, and then it's like 3-4 kids behind the grown-up like waiting for the game, but the grown-up won't get out of the way because they keep playing the game over and over and over, and the kids are like, "Can I play?" And the grown-up's like, "No, let me finish." That's what it feels like here. Let the high school kids come play. You can't be here until you're 27 years old, your 5th year, your 7th year, your 8th year, your 9th year. It's like the grown-up at Chuck E. Cheese hogging the arcades. Let the kids play. You get hurt, okay. Something crazy happens, okay, we'll give you an extra year. You know, COVID was a once-in-a-lifetime thing, okay? We don't need to start letting these kids be here until they're 28 years old. Like, come on, man, that's ridiculous. You're hogging all the fun for the younger kids.
I'm with you.
I mean, my goodness. Like, poor Timmy and Jimmy, he's a senior in high school. He's working hard, and, like, he can't get a real scholarship offer. Because John over here wants to complete his 8th year of eligibility. Because he wasn't good enough to beat out the guy in front of him for 3 straight years. So he's going to wait it out. Oh, I'll get him now. I'll be ready to go on my 28th birthday. Like, it's just crazy, man. I'm hitting my peak, man. 28 now.
Who's going to get the first AARP NIL deal?
Crazy.
Boy. In the text box, some of these dudes need to declare to get a job.
Just go. Get a job, man. Just get on LinkedIn. Get a profile.
We'll come back. He's Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward. 865-656-9900 if you would like to be a part of the show today. 45 minutes to go on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster.
Your odds to win 99.1 The Sports Animal's biggest prizes just got better. We now draw one member of our email club, The Jungle, as an instant finalist in contests with a grand prize value over $500. Club members get links to our latest blogs and videos, plus a layout of Sports Animal programming and the biggest sporting events of the weekend. To make sure you receive our weekly Sports Animal emails, visit our website at 991thesportsanimal.com and sign up for The Jungle Email Club.
Looking for the sweetest deals in town? Look no further than 991thesportsanimal.com. Sweet deals are your chance to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer, and these sweet deals are half off. So whether you're looking for pizza and sandwiches for lunch or a relaxing dinner with family and friends, Sweet Deals has it all. Visit 991thesportsanimal.com today and treat yourself to the sweetest deals in town. Sweet Deals, because everyone deserves a sweet deal.
At Verizon, anyone can trade in their old phone for a new one on us with Unlimited Ultimate, which means everyone in your family could get a new phone and stay on your family plan, keeping you close.
Hey, Mom, you seen my toothbrush? Yeah, I'm almost done with it.
Oh, maybe too close. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Joe Montana here. In my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease. Are you 50 or older like me? The CDC now recommends vaccination against pneumococcal disease. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at increased risk and over 6 times greater risk of hospitalization with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50. Schedule your appointment today at vaxassist.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
You're in the best hands when you choose CRS Exteriors for all your exterior home renovations. Over 50 years experience, CRS specializes in providing superior products and expert craftsmanship. Locally owned and operated, CRS Exteriors, the name customers trust again and again for honest pricing. And as always, 12 months interest-free financing with no money down.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, who do you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Shopping for an auto loan? Shopping for a vehicle is easy the ATFCU way. Talk to Alcoa 10 before you shop so you can hit the lots with a same-day pre-approved loan. And you can get behind the wheel of that new or used car or truck. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Your smile. It's a simple gesture that can brighten someone's day. At Dr. James Katsianis Dental Office, they offer the most advanced technology available, giving you and your family many reasons to smile. From routine checkups to advanced cosmetic treatments, Dr. Jim and his team personalize and prioritize your comfort and work with you to create a personalized treatment plan that meets your unique needs. Get that bright, healthy smile you deserve. Call 865-584-0276 or visit drjimdentist.com.
Wedby Insurance is Knoxville's premier auto owners insurance agency. Since 1972, the staff at Wedby has made it a point to provide personalized, prompt, and professional service. Whether you need personal or commercial coverage, Wedby Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance can provide you with a coverage that fits your needs and your budget. For your home, your life, your car, or your business, Wedby Insurance will be there for your family. Contact them at wedbyinsurance.com. That's WHEDBEE insurance.com.
Free on the radio, free on the app, free on our website. You can hear 99.1 The Sports Animal free anytime, anywhere. All fact, no fluff. Honest, credible sports information from two guys that know the facts. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. How about this, Swain?
You know, Zakai Taylor is just 22 years old, right? He's a young senior, so he is eligible to come back.
That's a different conversation.
Yeah.
That's a different conversation.
He's a young senior.
How old's Carson Beck?
He's 23. He's old, man. He's old.
Well, he might be an old college quarterback next season because Pete Nakos of On3 reported just a few minutes ago that Carson Beck plans to enter the transfer portal. At one point, Beck was thought to be a potential first-round pick in the NFL draft. I suppose he still could be. But we've also seen reports of what quarterbacks are making in one season of college football, what the quarterback transferring from Tulane to Duke is expected to make next season, what Quinn Ewers could command in the transfer portal, spending one more year in college. And if that money is there for them, that money would be there for Carson Beck. So Pete Nakos of On3 is reporting that Carson Beck plans to enter the transfer portal. He's had surgery on his elbow. He's out for the season, so he cannot return. Well, George is out anyway. But he would not have returned in the postseason. But it looks like he might return to college football somewhere else next year. Miami will be talked about for a number of reasons. One, they spend. They have to replace Cam Ward.
His girl in Miami.
He has dated Hannah Cavender, who plays. She returned. She and her sister sat out a year and then returned to college and are playing at Miami. So something to watch there. Carson Beck, it looks like, will enter the transfer portal. mean, if I'm him, why not? You don't know what your NFL draft situation is. He'll still be drafted a year later. So if you can make $3, $4, maybe more $1 million in one season to play college football.
I mean, there was some talk in the street that there's a team down in Florida in the ACC doing a little tampering at the quarterback position.
There was a little talk of that, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm. You know, his lady friend is in Miami. I mean, listen, I don't want to be a hypocrite and say, hey, man, don't go chase the money, because we all chase the money every single day. But Georgia's the best football program in the country right now. You have access to all those talented players. They are bringing in talented wide receivers. You kind of have the key to the city. You're the reason why your draft stock fell. I mean, you throwing picks out here. Now, some of that could be guys running the wrong routes, and you'll have your day in court to plead your case. But like,
Georgia has just upgraded a wide receiver too.
Well, he's being given all the tools he needs to go have a great bounce back season and be a top 5 pick or the top quarterback off the board. But I hope it works out for him. Maybe he goes back to Georgia, but just weird. Just don't go to Syracuse.
Yeah, I did wonder if Kyle McCord's waiver request is denied, Syracuse wouldn't be in play with Fran Brown, a former Georgia assistant, for Carson Beck, would they?
Well, listen, I'm anticipating Syracuse to be good at quarterback. If they lose Kyle McCord, I think they'll go find a guy in the portal. I think they're close.
Mm-hmm.
They're close enough to where the supporters at Syracuse will listen to Fran Brown and say, hey, we just need a quarterback. We play Tennessee first. This is our chance. Clemson's down. Miami's down. They don't have Cam Ward. This is our chance. This is our chance to go do it now. Like, that's the feeling I have in Syracuse. And that's what I would be selling if I'm Fran Brown.
Yeah, and don't rule anything out. Bill Belichick is the head coach at the University of North Carolina.
You turn down NFL interest.
So,
which, I mean, he should.
Right.
That would be right if he got there and then left the moment the NFL team called.
Yeah, I mean, if he wanted to go to the Raiders, you wouldn't really blame him, but for anybody else, it wouldn't make sense.
No, you definitely tell them no.
Raiders fired their GM today.
Yeah, I just
Head
wonder how
coach
long.
2 days ago, GM today.
I just wonder how long it's going to take for Bill Belichick to get things going in North Carolina. He's too good.
Just picked up a big defensive transfer from UConn.
Yeah, he's too from where?
UConn.
Say that whole sentence again.
Just picked up a big defensive transfer from UConn.
He's like big, like he's like
not basketball.
Like
we're talking
tall
football.
and got big boy.
No, he put up big numbers. Really good. Tore him up in the bowl game. It's coached by Jim Mora.
So you trying to say that Jim Mora was calling out Bill Belichick when Jim Mora said, "Hey, we know you're trying to tamper with our players. We just glad we built a program that's winning, and now people threatened by us, and they feel like they have to tamper with our players and cheat to beat us." That's what Jim Mora said a couple weeks ago now.
Yeah, Price Yates making the transfer from UConn to North Carolina.
So you meant he was big, like he was good, but just not big, like big, like area. He's taking a bunch of area.
Yeah, in the Fenway Bowl, Price Yates earned defensive MVP honors, even though they gave that honor out in the Fenway Bowl. But against North Carolina, he picked up defensive MVP honors and then decided to transfer to North Carolina.
Whoa, Josh, you didn't mention that before. So he played against North Carolina.
Yeah, and you'll love the timeline. So Yates actually on December 13th entered the portal. 8 days later, he decided to withdraw from the portal He announced on social media he would return. He played against North Carolina in the bowl game, whipped up on him, got defensive MVP, then re-entered the portal on December 30th, announcing he would transfer to North Carolina.
Don't
I'll
worry.
bet
Don't worry.
Jamora was hot.
Oh, he was hotter than fish grease. Don't worry, UConn football fans. You have basketball. Just turn the page.
Yep, and hours before Yates put his name back in the portal, that's when Jim Mora posted on X that he planned to pursue all avenues against teams that tamper with his players.
So he was talking about North Carolina.
I think so.
He was talking about North Carolina this whole time. How about that? Because he mentioned teams in his league or teams that they compete against or play against. But he didn't mention teams in his league. I assume teams in his league because he made it seem like he played against these teams that were trying to tamper.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think North Carolina, who he just played. So he called out Bill Belichick. How about that?
It would seem so. Mora said, quote, "We will expose any program and coach that violates NCAA rules."
No, you're not. You're not going to expose Bill Belichick.
If
you would have, you would have said his name. You would have said the coach's name and the school. We call that blowing hot air. If you're going to say it with your chest, say it with your chest. Call them out. Say their name. Say the school. Go ahead.
Yeah, I expect names.
I mean, if you're going to hold people accountable.
Mm-hmm. I'm not telling you to like or dislike the current rules and format of college football.
It's entertaining.
It's all over the place. But, yes, I will ask you, are you not entertained?
It is entertaining.
But the latest news item to pay attention to, Pete Nacos of On 3 reporting this hour that Georgia quarterback Carson Beck, who has 1 year of eligibility remaining, plans to enter the transfer portal. We'll come back, 865-656-9900. Quinn Ewers has to love that news. Drive these prices up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I guess. Carson, man, you know you can't be driving fast down in Miami like you do in Georgia, so something to keep in mind. There's a speed limit in Miami. There's speed limits in other college towns.
Those Lambos will just blend right in, though.
Beach. Miami. Oh, yeah. Everybody got Lambo, South Beach.
Yep. All right, we'll come back. We have 30 minutes to go. We appreciate you being with us. You can join us, 865-656-9900. We have an attaboy to hand out still, thanks to Native Design, right here on Josh and Swain.
To receive breaking news on the Tennessee Vols, text the word Vols to 865-656-9900. That's VOLS to 865-656-9900.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
Breaking news for Tennessee this Thursday. One of the top play-by-play broadcasters in the state, Hall of Fame radio voice and VFL Mike Keith, returning to Knoxville as the next voice of the Vols, set to replace the retiring Bob Kessling. Keith he just completed 26 years as the voice of the Titans. Lady Vol basketball, they're back in action tonight, looking to bounce back from a tough loss against Oklahoma, and they take on 6th-ranked LSU. Tigers 17-0 this season. Again, Tennessee 13-1, ranked 16th in the country. Tip-off at 6:30 Eastern, coverage beginning at 6 Eastern on the Vol Network. College football playoffs, they're back tonight. Semifinal number 1 down at the Orange Bowl. Notre Dame and Penn State. Kickoff at 7:30. The Irish currently sit as a 1-point favorite. More Josh and Swain on the way next. Have a terrific Thursday. I'm Charlie Coley.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS.
They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8695. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8695. That's 800-575-8695. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is Andy Lehman with Lehman Jewelers. At Lehman Jewelers, we consider it our honor to be invited into your special life moments. Since 1983, we've assisted couples with their engagements and anniversaries. We've helped you pick a great birthday gift, cheered you on with all your promotions and life celebrations. We even consider it our privilege to assist families with the handling of their loved one's estate. You've trusted us to provide the extra special care to make those moments amazing and seamless. Our expert jewelers, gemologists, and sales team provide a low-pressure, listening ear to give you the best customer service that we can. Your customer satisfaction is what we strive for every day because you matter to us. Thank you, East Tennessee, for choosing Lehman Jewelers for your fine jewelry milestones. Located in Turkey Creek and Maryville, Lehman Jewelers is your hometown jeweler of choice. Lehman Jewelers, earning your trust since 1983.
Lehman Jewelers, proud supporter of the Lady Vols.
Hi, I'm Pat with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind on payment houses. I even buy my tenant will pay me the rent houses. Do you have a house that's in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying those houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosure houses. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast, call me, 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
In a flash, sell your house for cash. ProSource Home Buyers.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
First alert for the cold, high only 34 despite the sunshine. At least the wind is pretty light on Thursday. And then, of course, the star is the snowfall coming in on Friday. Late morning starting around 8 to 9 o'clock in the southwest, moving up to the valley closer to noon. We're still expecting a widespread belt of 3 to 5 inches of snow through much of the valley. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Johnson, I've been reading about this geofencing. Know anything about it?
Yeah, boss. We use geofencing through Cumulus Digital to help drive our sales.
How does it work?
We pick precise locations, and whenever a customer enters that location, they see our ads.
That's what I thought.
CumulusDigital.com.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. What a day. All kinds of news, local news, big news that we've discussed. Mike Keith is going to be the new voice of the Vols, who will replace Bob Kessling.
Thank
a lot
you,
of
Mike
Tennessee
Keith.
fans excited for that. Yeah, you were excited to have that news thrown into this week's conversation. Nice little break from the portal, what's going on with Tennessee. Nice little buffer in between what happened at Florida a couple of nights ago. Big Lady Vols game tonight, 6:30 tip-off against LSU. But big news there with Mike Keith. He will be the voice of the Vols. He'll be a guest tomorrow morning on the Sports Animal at 8:20. So Tennessee fans, from what I've seen, rightfully excited.
Yeah, that'd be perfect too, because a lot of people be, at home because we're gonna shut the city down because of the storm and the winter storm. So lock in, tap in, and listen to Mike Keith in the morning. There on the morning show.
Yeah, the Vol Network's humming. Making big hires. Of course, Danny White as the athletic director leading the charge there. But the Vol Network as an operation is terrific. So a lot of people have asked. So John Wilkerson will continue with baseball, right? Of course. So John and Vince on the morning show and what they do with baseball, and Mike Keith, who will be a part of that operation as well. Mike, a long-time sports talk host before we went on to call games for the Tennessee Titans. So just big news there. We've had news items thrown in. So the last half hour, we've discussed Carson Beck reportedly going into the transfer portal. Pete Thamel of ESPN confirming that report that came from On3 earlier in the hour. So let the battle go on. Let's see. Could he stay in the SEC? Will he go to Miami? There'll be a number of schools that will be interested in Carson Beck for sure, and he'll make a ton of money if he stays in college to go play somewhere else. Just a reminder of how weird and different things can be. Abdul Carter, defensive lineman for Penn State, is a major player to watch. He is a true game-time decision for the playoff game tonight, according to his agent, Drew Rosenhaus. So that's the new age that we're in. So he was on Pat McAfee today, Drew Rosenhaus was, and said his client, Abdul Carter, who's a consensus All-American, is a game-time decision for the game tonight.
It's going to be a physical football game, that's for sure. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a little different than we see with Ohio State and Texas. It's going to be smash mouth. It's going to be old school football in a sense. There'll be a lot of motion and shotgun. You're still going to see a shotgun on 4-for-1, I'm sure. But it's going to be a physical football game.
Yep. I lean Penn State in that one, but it's close to me. Well, the point spread's like 1.
Yeah, I was leaning Irish.
Okay. Yeah, Notre Dame a slight favorite in that one. I think it'll be a really good game. I hope that it will. Tomorrow night we'll get Ohio State and Texas. 865-656-9900 is the number to be a part of the show, as right now we hand out today's Attaboy. We hand out Attaboys and Attagirls every day, by the way, thanks to Native Design, nativetn.com.
I'm going to the city of Houston, Houston, Texas.
Congratulate you on.
Where Renee Brown, she was working a late night shift as a bartender at a bar called the Rail Yard, and this happened on Christmas Eve. And Brown, who had been feeling down about spending the holiday away from her 9-year-old daughter, found her spirits lifted when Post Malone, the Grammy-nominated artist, walked in with some other artists, and they were hanging out, enjoying drinks, music. It was in a laid-back atmosphere. They were jamming out to the jukebox. I don't know if Rocky Top was played or not, but it would be surprising if it was. Post Malone requested his bill, only to discover that his friends had already covered his tab. So he was determined to make his mark of appreciation. He insisted Brown ring him up for something, anything, so he could leave a tip. And so when she rang him up for something that cost $1, he left a $20,000 tip.
Man.
Brown shared with a website that she immediately broke down crying. She's a single mom working 2 jobs. She explained that the rising cost and life challenges had her struggling to make ends meet. The generous gesture offered her a sense of stability and relief she hadn't experienced in years. So attaboy to Post Malone. You just never know what something that seemed so small for him to do. I mean, $20,000 probably is a drop in the bucket for him, but it meant a lot for a single mom that's trying to make ends meet, working 2 jobs.
Yeah, isn't that incredible? He's got a ton of money. He's had incredible success, but he's using that money to make some kind of difference. That's awesome. Love that. Attaboy to Post Malone today. We hand out attaboys and attagirls every day thanks to the Native Design team. They can help you, helping people locally. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, memories are made. Native Design turns ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. You can call 865-310-3333 3256 to reach Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialists. Find them online at nativetn.com. We'll come back with one segment to go, wrap up the conversation from today, see if anybody else enters the transfer portal. A newsworthy day here on the show. One segment to go on Josh and Swain.
According to the Oxford Dictionary, the definition of a habit is a settled or regular tendency or practice, especially one that is hard to give up. Fitness Together's team of certified trainers specializes in helping their clients create a habit of exercise and nutrition that they won't quit. My trainer, Austin, at the Bearden location, has certainly done that for me. I look forward to improving each and every session. Visit KnoxFT.com, schedule your free fit consultation today, and get 3 free training sessions when you mention the sports animal. That's KnoxFT.com.
Hey, Josh, I want to tell you about Ted Russell Ford with the New Year's Bash right now, helping you save cash. You can save on brand new 2024 vehicles that they're ready to move out of there as we are on to 2025. They have 2025 vehicles available right now for you at Ted Russell Ford. You can find the 2025 Ford Explorer right now at Ted Russell Ford. With their truck lineup, they have savings and low interest rates on brand new 2024 Ford F-150s. You can get rates as low as 3.9% APR at Ted Russell Ford on their Ford F-150 trucks right now. And remember, with the many different options they have, they can help you find the type of truck that you're looking for to meet the needs that you have. Super Duty trucks that are available. They have rates as low as 0% APR for 72 months on the 24 Ford F-150 Lightning. And remember, that includes a complimentary charger and installation. 2 locations for you to shop, Parkside Drive and Kingston Pike. Shop where I've shopped and go where I started, to tedrussellford.net.
This has been a paid announcement.
Sarah, Happy New Year. You look amazing. How are things with you and Mark?
Lisa, I can't thank you enough for telling me about Men's Pro Knoxville. We've totally rediscovered each other. Mark's swagger is back. He's working out, and we're doing more as a family than laying around watching TV.
I told you, they're incredible. My husband and I had the same experience. It's like having that spark all over again, isn't it?
Exactly. It's more than the physical. It's the connection, the energy. It's the best gift we could have given ourselves.
This new year, make the resolution that changes it all. Men's Pro Knoxville brings you proven options for ED and enhancement. Reignite your drive, rebuild your confidence, and show up in the moments that matter most.
Here's to more love and more joy in the year ahead.
Cheers to that.
Book your appointment today at menspronknoxville.com or dial 865-544-8220. That's menspronknoxville.com or dial 865-544-8220. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
The wait is over. Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery is now open. Craving something delicious? Dig into their slow smoked barbecue packed with flavor and cooked to perfection. Then treat yourself to their creamy craft rolled ice cream, the perfect way to satisfy your sweet tooth. Whether it's a family outing or a quick stop for something tasty, Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery has something for everyone. Located in Maryville on Calderwood Highway. So stop by today and experience your new favorite spot for barbecue and ice cream. Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery, where smoky meets sweet. Now open in Maryville. This Friday at 9 a.m., go to 991thesportsanimal.com and catch a sweet deal to Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery. Sweet deals are your chance to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer at unbeatable prices. Don't miss this one to Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery, going live Friday at 9 at 991thesportsanimal.com. Take advantage of this sweet deal to Bunny's Smokehouse and Creamery in Maryville.
If you want a great-looking fence or secure entry gate that will stand the test of time, you need to call Stanley Fencing and Gate. Proudly serving East Tennessee since 2000, Stanley Fencing can customize your fence. Just tell Stanley Fencing your idea, they bring it to life. Offering chain link, vinyl, aluminum, wood fences. They even specialize in secure entry gates to protect your business. For customized fencing and gates backed by a warranty, choose the Stanley Fence family. Call 865-254-3844 or online at stanleyfence.com.
Listen to us on the air. Free. Listening on the app. Free. Listening on our website. Free. No subscription required. Just free sports talk.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
back for the final segment of Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. Remember, if you want to go back and listen to the show, we're always available on demand. You can find us anywhere you get your podcasts. Go back and listen to conversations we had with Austin Price at the beginning of hour number 2. We talked to Austin Price and Chris Lowe of ESPN during hour number 2. So any show, anytime, you can find us on Apple, on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen on demand thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. Couple of notes to add from Pete Thamel of ESPN. Details on Carson Beck's upcoming decision with the report this hour that he will enter the transfer portal. Pete Thamel says the timeline for a choice is within a week. He noted that Beck will not be able to throw until March. He is expected to miss spring practice, but to be good to go well before summer camp after his elbow surgery. Pete Thamel says Miami looms as the favorite for Beck, but a source said that Beck's camp intends to listen to all potential suitors for the best situation, saying that it's, quote, a strategic thing, not an emotional thing. You like that?
Oh, man. That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That was good. It's funny because for the power poll today, we have the 5 best spots for Beck. And before you read that, I already had Miami as number 1.
Same.
His boot thing still down in Miami? Are they still an item?
I think so. I'm not aware that they're not.
Since the beginning of time, Josh Ward, man has always been influenced
by warm weather,
by a nice lady. I don't see that changing anytime soon. And I mean, the weather's great down there, and it's a good opportunity. I'm pretty sure he'll be paid very, very well. And there's some nice pieces at wide receiver for him, and nice pieces of offensive line. But let's just get with the power poll so I don't say anything and get us in trouble.
You want to?
I think it probably is best.
Let's hit the power poll. Swain, we hit the power poll every day with our top 4 or 5 of something. Today is the top 5 potential destinations for Carson Beck, who we have learned this hour plans to enter the transfer portal, and as we would expect, leave Georgia. I suppose he could always change his mind and go to the NFL draft. Right now, it appears he plans to play college football somewhere else next season. So, top 5 most likely destinations for Carson Beck.
Number 5, I think it's only right that you have a quarterback transfer and Lane Kiffin is trying to talk to him. So I got Ole Miss number 5. Number 4, I got Syracuse. Because of the connection, Fran Brown and Georgia. But if I'm Carson Beck, I don't think I would want to do that. Number 3, Ohio State. Ohio State will need a quarterback. Their quarterback right now, Will Howard, moves on. I know they have some young quarterbacks coming in, but still, this is Carson Beck. Number 2, Alabama. You have Milroe, who left, and they need a guy now that can win and keep the heat off Kalen DeBoer, because another season like this one,
that would fire up the fan base.
Yeah, man. And number 1, Miami. I think Miami's a good choice for him. Beck, I think you should go to Miami.
Yeah, you're good with that.
Yeah, SEC, it ain't the same anymore.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have that same pop to it. You don't need to prove anything here. You've proven enough.
Our lists are similar, not the same. I have Syracuse number 5. I'd be surprised if he ends up at Syracuse. But there's that obvious tie, and they might have a need. They might get Kyle McCord back. That's to be determined at Syracuse. At number 4, we think it's going to be Dante Moore at Oregon, but what if we're wrong? Oregon has money. Nike connection could be interesting. So I put Oregon number 4.
Yeah, but Nike might make him a new elbow. The new Nike elbow. Coming out in 2000.
You see that commercial?
Yep. You need a new elbow? Nike.com.
I have Alabama number 3, Ohio State number 2, and Miami number 1.
Yeah. That's a good one.
A lot of people quickly said, watch for Miami, for good reason. Pete Thamel says, yep, Miami's the favorite here.
Not hard to make that connection, Josh. Not hard, man. Not hard, which, hey, I don't blame him. I ain't say he was wrong. I get it. He up there lonely. Lonely in Athens. This lady in Miami, Athens, Miami, that's far away, man.
It's
FaceTime
far.
calls only go so far.
Did he get one of those private flight
Oh, he did.
deals?
He did, but he didn't win enough games, though.
Okay.
So he got that when he was winning. And probably use all his miles up.
I mean, if you're a Tennessee fan, you like this news better than the news of Carson Beck has decided to stay in college for one more season at Georgia, right?
Correct. But that's not the reason why I think he should go to Miami. I just think it's a good opportunity for him.
What about UNC? I don't know that he and Belichick would be the exact fit. Although, I mean, talent-wise,
personality-wise, I don't see how that's going to be a fit. But if I'm Carson Beck, I would at least sit down and talk to Bill Belichick.
Yeah, but I say
Coach
that
Tom Brady.
Yeah, I never would have thought that college football would be where Bill Belichick is, and he is. So maybe UNC could be a.
I mean, I'm listening.
I'll put down UNC as an honorable mention.
No, you don't have to. You already had 5 choices. You didn't choose UNC then. You don't need to do it now.
Okay.
You already had your 5 opportunities. We got all day for you to be adding on 5, Josh. That's not following the rules. I mean, power poll was a thing before I got here. But you the one that made the rules up. Or whoever was here before me made the rules up. Follow your own rules, Josh. Follow your own rules. Mike Keith in the house. I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Mike's awesome. I'm a big Mike Keith fan.
I heard nothing but good things. Nothing but good things.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Mike Keith is legendary. He is the next voice of the Vols. That is exciting news for Tennessee fans. Big game coming up tonight for the Lady Vols. They have a 6:30 tip-off at the Food City Center. Kim Mulkey and LSU are in town tonight. Stay safe out there. We have some weather we think is going to be rolling in. We'll have weather updates for you. We have our news talk station as well, WIVK. Check out the WNML app. We have updates there along with our website as well. But we'll be with you tomorrow, 12 o'clock. We'll have everything from the rest of today to react to. We'll have a big weekend to get to. There's a playoff game tonight, another one tomorrow night. It's fun times. A lot to discuss, and we'll do that tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Charlie Collier, thank you for producing for us today. Thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you tomorrow at noon on Josh and Swain.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen here. Join me